Hello everyone, welcome to the Lost Ever Tavern. I am your host, Nitsify, and welcome to a one-shot campaign. We have a few players here, and as you may know, few players means that there's actual proper D&D happening. Specifically, on a little spaceship, in the middle of space. A very, very specific little spaceship in space, because I was never given the name of this spaceship in space. It might just be called the Rust Bucket 3000 for all I know.
You were supposed to come up with a name?
I mean, it was kind of up to you guys. Like, you didn't have to. It was kind of just something like you
the
couldn't
Leviathan,
write, you know, the Leviathan. Okay, so you see this tiny little ship that is like big enough to have like maybe 2 rooms inside of it in the middle of space. Like we're talking like compact minivan type of like spaceship. Okay. And it's got in big, bold print on the side, Leviathan. I want you to understand that.
That name
Leviathan
is the length of the ship.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The Leviathan.
The
is
Leviathan.
Yeah, gotta put the V in there.
Yeah, you gotta have the, okay? It's
And the is like
ingrained.
crammed above it.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah,
like
'cause we couldn't fit it.
I feel like it's one of those things where Leviathan was ingrained into the metal of the ship, and then they forgot the, so they had to paint on the. So the V's just in bright red, like red paint.
Pain in the ass to use spray paint in space. By the way,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Yeah, I can imagine. That being said, as we start to shift towards this monstrosity of a ship and start to look in through the window, there is a certain someone actively ordering people around. A certain elf. Anya, would you like to describe your character and what they do and who they are?
I would love to. I play Nova. She is an astral elf. I know, original name. I couldn't think of anything better. I tried to go against the fucking stereotype, but fucking it works. She has long white hair, kind of a grayish blue skin, wears a lot of dark colors and a lot of starry aspects to her clothing. She is a druid, circle of the stars.
Crazy.
Very fitting. She's got golden eyes, a little star on her forehead, stars on her shoulders. And she is the captain as well as the medic. So literally, she can order you to do whatever she wants to, whether it's medical or on the ship, and you have to listen. Because either way, she is the captain.
Understood, Captain.
Which means if she tells you bed rest, that's an order.
Comes from 2 different fronts.
Correct.
That sucks.
It's a very ragtag group of mercenaries that you have put together to run this ship. As of now, you don't have any specific quests or any bounties that you guys are currently going after. Moreover, you're just trying to get to the next planet eventually to hopefully, maybe, finally get some jobs because you're running a little low on cash. However, that being said, you would be able to look over a little bit around as, you know, again, you're kind of having to order people around. You're kind of having to make sure that people are staying in their lane and getting their job done right. And you can easily see a certain someone kind of buzzing around, like, you know, constantly. It never really ends with this person, as she is constantly at work, no matter what, at any point in time. Doesn't matter if it's night or day. It is your freak of the ship. I don't know why that's the word I chose. Acrid, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I wasn't sure who we were talking about, honestly.
I wasn't either!
I was.
There's like 2 freaks of the ship, at least.
Mine's a freak for several reasons.
Anyway.
Alright, so Kima. Kima, what you'd be seeing is what was probably at one point a normal githyanki woman. She's not anymore. she has these draconic wings that grow out of her back, and a more like feline-esque tail.
Kind of like a lionel's tail.
Yeah, like kind of like a yeah. Her wings are. She is more than capable of flight that has been discovered, and due to unknown reasons, as far as Nova and the rest of the crew cares, if the ship is damaged on the outside, she has been known to walk into the airlock and just open the fucking door and go outside with nothing, just in her normal clothes, and then she'll come back like 10 minutes later and it's fixed. She breathes as far as y'all know, but she kind of just breathes as a courtesy and
Must be a
doesn't
gift
suffer
thing.
deep space.
Exactly.
She is a violent experiment of Yanessa.
Which is the goddess of lust and of blood. She's
Yeah.
been
Thank
known
you
to,
for that.
Of course, she has been known to actively experiment on her subjects quite a bit. And sometimes she will have some people that look fairly normal because they didn't consent. Because she does actually ask for consent, unlike some gods who don't give a fuck. But that being said, your character may have been more than willing to have been subject to just a few of those experimentations.
Yep. She
Just
makes
a
it
few.
work.
Yep.
Just a few.
Just a few. She was like, hey, I'm gonna try giving you wings. Okay, I'm gonna try to give you a tail. That's fine. I'm gonna try to adjust your lung capacity. Alright. Hey, so fun
my
fact, your
gosh.
lungs no longer work. Okay.
Yep.
Enough.
Yes,
I had to go very quickly. I got water.
Yeah.
Realized
yeah.
I didn't have any. I'm good now. Don't worry.
Mhm.
She runs around and has to fix different things of the ship. You guys would also, it'd be known that she has been more than known to grab random items and transform them into baseball bats or different objects just to smack people of the crew who are either fucking things up or damaging the
gosh.
ship in any way. And then
Okay.
oftentimes she will wait until the very end when she's holding it and smack them so they get covered in ash. Because whenever she transforms an item, it turns to ash.
Okay.
That
My
is
experiments are
correct.
very important.
Of course, of course.
Smacking
she-
makes it harder. It makes things more likely to explode.
Correct.
She fixes it later. It's still just like it's sending a message like, "Quit your shit, damn it."
She never
Um,
dies.
While she does repair everything, she is also the one that helps maintain power supplies. So she's the one having to communicate quite a lot about where the very limited power supply of the ship is being diverted to.
That is fair. That is fair.
She does try to keep all systems online, but sometimes she'll turn one off if someone's pissing her off. Such as the guns.
That being said,
Look, there's a lot of things to shoot at, okay?
yes. That being said,
She might- Probably right now heading to the gun deck to make sure it's not fucked up.
speaking of the gun deck, there is a certain gnome that does work in the gun deck. Kira, would you
Oh,
like
no.
to describe your character?
I would love to. So my character is Ellie Shortspark, a gnome gunslinger. She is very obsessed with her guns, and she rarely goes out of her room that is nearly unlivable because it is just covered in experiments and gunpowder is everywhere. And she usually has it on her face too. Let's see. She is, again, obsessed with them, and most people think she's pretty much insane. She knows, like, almost everything there is to know about them. She also she is also as the weapons officer, she manages the on-ship gun in case there are any meteors or people or creatures that need to be shot down. And let's see. Appearance. Let's see. Brown eyes, brown hair, like kind of golden skin. She's also very small as a gnome. She's about 3 feet tall. And pretty light too. She often has to be pulled away by the captain in order to eat. Or do anything but work on guns.
That is fair. All right.
And also she gets hurt. She hurts herself a lot or blows shit up.
Which is pretty fitting, considering you are an artificer at the end of the day. Also, yeah, don't forget to throw your image into the one shot so the players can actually see them. Because I know you drew something for them.
I did.
Where?
Here we are. Sorry, the chat just appeared.
Oh, okay. I was like, hold up, did I not see it? yeah. But yeah, no, you have your gun, you have your gun engineer, you have your captain, and you have your mechanic. However, there is one person that is kind of more hidden away on the ship, as they aren't really quite the most sociable at times, from my understanding. Asa, would you like to describe your character?
Yes! My character, Amber Morgan, she's an aberrant sorceress. She's always deep in her books. Researcher, scientist, always reading her books, wanting more information, more knowledge. She has curly 4C hair, which is black. She has black horns coming out the top. She's a satyr, so her bottom half is also brown with black hoofs. And she has gold jewelry. She has a gold septum piercing, 2 gold earrings on each ear, and yellow eyes. She wears like what do you call those tops? She wears like a crop top basically that is around her neck. Yeah, she wears a halter top. Which is maroon, reddish, dark red, maybe. Her more darker reds would be like around her skirt, which is on her legs, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't describe shit.
You're good.
Oh, got it.
Whatever, dude.
I forgot to mention like 8 characteristics. Anyway, sorry.
Nah, you're good. We'll keep it going.
Yeah. She comes from a long line of sorcerers. She's not a nepo baby, but her family's very well off. But they're to the point where it's like they are just like a long line of aberrant sorcerers from just magic in general. They're known for sorcery and they made names for herself. So, but they don't want to like make her rely on them. So Amber over here is always researching and always like finding new ways to use magic and such, and researching more and more.
In a way,
yeah.
I'd probably be able to even say as far as that you could probably go that you are not really exactly a researcher for this group, but whenever the party probably is looking for information on something, you're probably a go-to just because of that.
Yeah.
Like in all honesty.
Informant.
Yeah. Exactly. Informant.
Researcher, investigator, librarian
Yeah.
type of thing is what I would say.
Yeah.
All of that.
Cover for how stupid my character is.
I keep offering to do investigation, but people don't trust me with it.
Gee, I wonder why.
Absolutely not.
No, I don't.
I'll try my best
I'll
this time
have to
around.
fix it.
I'm playing a smart character.
Let's go. It'll be a fun
I've
time.
got wisdom.
I physically cannot play a character with low intelligence.
I have 8 wisdom.
Oh.
I have 20 wisdom.
I have wisdom and int.
I have 16 wisdom, 18.
Yeah, I have some as well, but I don't really brag about it. But yeah, no. So you guys would continue to start traveling through the space. You guys have been traveling, I'd say probably about give or take 3-ish weeks, going to the next planet. As typically there are some like floating space stations that you guys can stop by and like kind of like refuel yourself. There's typically people there all the time. People will dock ships onto these station areas to kind of like, refuel. Some people run businesses on those things. If you need to stay a few nights, you can pay a quote-unquote tavern. It's more just like a hotel built into the thing, that sort of stuff. However, you guys haven't passed by one lately. As you're kind of in that middle road area, those things are typically like a week or two apart from each area, so there are sometimes you get some long stretches before you run into another one. However, you guys still nonetheless always try to keep an eye on your radar, especially your captain over here, on just to make sure if there might be anything that you might be passing by that you might not notice through your small dinky little windows that need to be cleaned. That being said,
Can't even see out mine.
yeah, yours is completely fogged up. Actually, roll me something. Roll me just a flat d20.
I mean, I have the actual die. I have an actual die.
Ash and soot.
Hold on. Do you want me to roll it in D&D Beyond, or
you can roll D&D Beyond, or you can roll it
wherever.
in manual. It's wherever.
Let me get an actual die. Hold on.
Yeah, do it. Go for it. I don't know why, but I've been holding.
I have consulted the bag, which has like 100 dice in it.
I just want to put that, by the way, I don't know why.
Rookie numbers.
I've been holding this like little fire starter in my hand
I rolled
that
a
I use
2
for my candle for like the entire time so far. I don't know why. 2.
Okay.
Okay.
I rolled a 2. Yeah.
Okay, so the 2, you can't look out your windows like any of the ones in your gun area. It is horrible.
Experiments are going well.
Yeah, no, there's soot covered all over them. It's bad. Like, you need to actually sit down at some point, and you're gonna need more than just a bit of Windex, if you see what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna need some cloths, like quite a few. Maybe a power washing machine.
First.
Oh yeah, no, you are actively covered in soot head to toe.
Well, I tried to make a gun for cleaning, but the cam wouldn't let me fire it at the window.
Yeah, you tried using
Absolutely not.
You tried using a cleaning gun one time that you made, and it just didn't. Well, actually, no. Like what you said, you probably just wouldn't even get to have seen if it even worked, because someone wouldn't have been happy about that.
I tried to tell her it had a blank in there. It didn't fire an actual bullet.
I don't think she's buying that.
It would have been fine.
That being said, Captain, you would start seeing on your radar not a blue icon, which is typically like a city or a station, but a red one, which is known to be an SOS signal.
Uh-oh.
As you seem to be getting closer and closer to the SOS signal, it's a little bit off to your right. It's not like you're driving directly forward to it, but it is, well, right. It's space. It's kind of hard to figure out if you're actually going right, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's more off to the right sides of your windows. You'd be able to take a look out in that direction, and you would be able to see that floating out there is a fairly well-sized ship that seems to be putting out the SOS signal. It doesn't seem to be functioning, at least from the outside, from what you can see so far. It looks like some of the lights on the ship have gone out. It could just be a power outage, maybe?
Even then, a power outage in space is deadly.
Yes.
Yeah, because that means they can't breathe.
Correct. So they might be running on limited time. What
Fair
do
enough.
you wish to do?
Nova, upon seeing this, would just... Kima!
Hmm?
We have a problem. Come here.
Yeah. What?
We got an SOS from them.
Well, considering
I don't think they've got power.
that means the generator's off, which means they've probably got an emergency power if it's that big, which means they probably have not long, maybe a week, maybe 2, depends on how well they spent on storage.
Redirect the engines. We're gonna go see what's going on.
Okay. I can check on the outside to see if there's a breach, or I can head in with you.
When we get over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Redirecting power.
You would begin redirecting the power, Kima. As you begin to redirect the power, shift the ship, and you can start making your way over to the relatively large ship compared to yours. I want you to understand, unlike your ship, where yours is essentially like a cruiser, like a very small cruiser, you're looking at more of what is like a cargo ship.
Oh.
This is not a small ship. This would have at least a few floors.
Oh god.
Typically,
which means they're running on very limited time.
Indeed.
If they've got just like an oxygen supply as being the main thing that's running, I'd imagine they have time. Well, you're in dead space. That doesn't matter how much time you have.
We're in dead space, nowhere near a station.
Yeah.
Exactly. And on top
Can't
of all
see
of
shit
that,
from here.
you can see that as you're getting closer and closer, well, except for someone whose windows are absolutely fogged up to Kingdom Come, you can see that the loading docks, which is typically where people would dock a ship if they need to, is completely wide open.
Oh, shit.
You've dealt with stuff like this before in the past. You guys are mercenaries. Sometimes when power goes out on a ship, the technology that is being used to keep the doors ajar, or not ajar, keeping them dead sealed tight, sometimes will come undone. Which then in turn can lead to that. On the other hand, it has also been known that if space pirates were to want to raid a ship, the best thing they could do is take out the power temporarily, open up the main area, and forcibly
Just head on
make their way through. Exactly. So you know you might be getting into a bit of a situation. So you can dock if you wish.
Okay.
Kima, take us in quietly.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, Captain,
Your
we got a
docking doors are
situation
wide
here.
Open.
I'm going to ping the gunner. Almost like tiny bing of happening around the ship. Like, hey, motherfuckers, wake the fuck up. Stop reading. Like,
It's like, hey,
stop
Captain, we got it. Hey, Captain, do we got a situation here?
Yes. Ship dead in space.
Any hostiles?
Cargo ship. Docks wide open.
Hmm.
Oh gosh, there might be mercenaries.
Can I see so typically with airlocks there's like 2, maybe 3 doors.
Get my weapons.
Are all 2 or 3 of them open, or is it just the outer one that's open?
It looks that the main airlock is definitely open. That's something that you saw from the get-go. When you start pulling more into the loading dock, you would be able to see that the other 2 are indeed open.
Oh, they're there. Unless they had a different sealed area, the people in that specific area are fucked.
Oh yeah, you can see. Yeah.
Oh, if I remember right, Kima, you would call this a depressurization event?
Yes, that would lead to everyone getting sucked out or dying instantly, typically. They're very bad.
Either way, they're not going to survive.
Unless they're weird, or unless they're weird like me or a plasmoid.
Or just don't need to breathe in space.
Well, I don't think they'd be sending out an SOS signal then.
They might have done it if it was pirates, they might have done it before the door got breached.
There's also just straight up the possibility that 1 or 2 people on the ship are capable of not dying in space, but the rest of them are not.
There is also a genuine chance this is a trap. So I would personally be prepared for that.
I can't really see over can't really see over the the wheel very well, but I haven't seen any hostiles from what I've seen, so
You also just straight up can't see out of your window.
well, I mean, I've said I'm gonna work on that.
I'm still waiting for that to happen.
I have been
from the
look, I've been working on a new prototype for quite a while now, and I think I'm almost done cracking it. This time, it shouldn't explode.
I'm
If it
going to turn your
explodes again,
proto-
I'm throwing you into the airlock.
I'm going to turn your prototype into a butterfly.
Oh god, so it would take weeks to get back working on that.
I hope your prototype works well. I don't want the ship to blow up. Thank you.
Not again. Not again. I don't want to have to go and fix some more bullshit.
So for the air breathing people within the group, you guys do have suits that you can put on to actually breathe temporarily for a while in space. Do you understand?
Goes over my suit of armor.
Yeah,
Astral
basically.
elves need to breathe.
Astral elves don't need to breathe air. Those are actually, I'm pretty sure, fine. I don't think they need air.
Okay.
I say they don't need to breathe.
Yeah.
I say they can breathe. They're fine in space.
Yeah, I mean, like the way
It
I
would make sense. They are astral elves.
Yeah, but also there's
Yeah.
a bunch of astral space or themed races in D&D that literally cannot breathe. That need air. There are a bunch that like that. Hadizis are a good example. They are supposed to be spacefaring. However, they actively need the air. Same go for hippogriffs. Githyanki typically do need that. Even mind flayers need it. So plasmoids are just a weird exception.
I'm gonna double check that.
Yeah. No, I know the other ones I've just listed down because I've actively done the research for this one shot. But you can double check.
Just double checking the Astral Elves.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I run them personally, like as if they don't need air, and the reason for it is because Astral Elves, in my world, typically don't even stick around in the mortal plane. They typically stick around the astral plane, which actively has no air. They're one of the only races in existence that can live safely in that plane of existence. So that being said, it won't matter what D&D base says. They can go fuck themselves.
Yeah!
you guys would be able to basically put your suits on, except for the Githyanki, who doesn't require it, nor the Astral Elf, who would require it. So really just the satyr needing a little bit of essentially like an astronaut suit. There's no other way to really put it, as well as the gnome. Understand?
I think I need a one.
Understand you have, like, I'd say probably 3 hours worth of oxygen in those tanks. If you spend longer than that in there, you will start to die. So understand. Make sure that your tanks do not get pierced.
Oh god!
Oh no.
I will be bringing 2 extra tanks.
Thank you.
Oh man, yeah.
Because I have the inventory. I don't carry much.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't plan on
Emo
blowing up my
wants
oxygen
light.
tank.
Yeah, nobody plans on it, but you know, things happen.
Question.
Also, I can create a super bomb if I transform the air tank.
That is an option.
Would-
Yes.
Would the air tank for my spacesuit be a different size or like different than the one for Issa's character? I mean, sorry, what was it? Amber's for Amber?
It would not be, because there is just the sheer fact at the end of the day. They do not make tanks to specify from race to race, but rather they're just making it to make sure that it fits a certain amount of oxygen in said tank.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, like, if anything, you probably just have to wear yours a bit differently. Like, you probably put yours on your, like, basically hitch it onto your back horizontally. So, it just so, if anything, it's like, yes, your character is a very slender character. However, I'm gonna be honest, that thing probably makes your, like, you as a person horizontally stick out more than what you should. It's like having like it's like putting a quarterstaff onto your back but strapping it on horizontally, like as if you have wings that can't like fold in. Like
a dog with a stick.
Yeah, a dog with a stick. That's a good way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah. As for the
legitimately,
the
D&D Beyond has nothing as to whether or not I need to breathe air. So I'm guessing it's DM to DM.
Yeah. Yeah. Either way, I have my rulings, so it doesn't matter. So Wizards of the Coast, go fuck yourself. That being said,
Yeah, fair enough.
I overrule most of their stuff anyways. They don't know what they're doing half of the time. So you I love dunking on them. So you guys can start making your way out after putting on the outfits. Hopefully, I would imagine.
I did.
Okay.
How
cool.
would communication work with the
That is a good question.
spacesuits?
So
I mean, I
essentially-
can speak telepathically, but
Yeah.
Maybe a
I'm worried about
speaker?
Ellie.
Yeah, no, that
Oh
is
wait,
a
no, because no sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a very good question.
And everyone here.
While, yes, y'all do have a decent amount of sci-fi-esque tech, you guys do have a little bit more of the ramshackled, more like, like cheaper stuff. Because, you're mercenaries, you're working with the limited money you have. Your suits do allow you to do a form of communication. It is via telepathic links that are basically runic symbols that are built into your suit. Now, understand
Cool.
that these are glowing ones. And... Whoa, glowing one. No. So, again, they're full-on astronaut suits, essentially. You will be able to talk as long as those suits are not destroyed. Now, your bodies, because of how much your bodies are used to spacefaring, and because in D&D, in my world at least, if your body gets used to it enough, you can eventually evolve to be able to withstand such colds. If your suit was to ever break away, as it has probably happened a time or two in the past in fights, you wouldn't die of freezing to death. Luckily, your bodies are adjusted to that. However, it's still very cold, and you would get disadvantages from that, because it is still freezing colds. Temperatures, obviously. However, just understand that if those suits are also broken, it doesn't mean that your telepathic connections with those people are then severed in the process. So keep that in mind.
Do Nova and Kima have headbands effectively so they can keep talking?
So essentially those telepathic links, from the suits essentially connect to the people they're trying to talk with, and it's kind of like a two-way situation, like a telephone, essentially. It's basically telephone, except instead of there being, a full-on, oh, hey, or actually not telephone. I'd say more like a radio, in the sense of it's the same, radio waves that are coming in, except in this case it's more of magic rather than using sci-fi tech to cause that.
I'm kind of imagining it sounds like a shitty radio.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
it
God.
definitely does, but it's directly in your head.
I do also have my own solution for this. I know common sign language, and she would have made sure the rest of the crew knew it as well.
Oh, let me add that to my sheet, actually.
We will have them do this because you guys, I don't know how long you guys have been traveling together. I'd say for the sake of it, everybody can roll me an intelligence check to see if they actually know, if they manage to pick up enough sign language to actually make use of it.
I must
It's-
consult the bag.
Because there is the fact that if you're not used to doing that sort of thing, it's not an easy
Wait,
thing
I can
to
do it in
learn.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Okay. Intelligence roll,
15.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got
That's a
DC in
flat
mind.
one! That is a 3!
Wow, I didn't get that much.
Damn.
Fuck.
What'd you get?
I rolled a nat 1!
Nat 1.
12.
Okay, so I'm gonna
The
get to
gnome
that
fails.
in a second. The 12 is
Sorry.
just enough. That was the DC required. So
Oh.
basics. You know the basics. Ember would know the Amber would at least know the basic languages and kind of how to at least do the main signals that are needed. How to at least interpret any emergency based things from that. Now, if you wanted to have a full on conversation, you wouldn't know what on earth they're saying. But you know the basics. Acrid, what did you get?
I got a dirty 15 because I got a +1.
Okay, so you got
Hell yeah.
you got a little bit past the basics. You learned the basics that you required, but you also did learn enough to at least hold a very short conversation. We're talking "Hi, how are you? Nice weather, huh?" in the middle of space type shit. Okay. As for
Can you breathe type of shit.
yeah, can you breathe? For Ellie, you couldn't seem to grasp, or maybe you just couldn't care at the time because you were really fixated on that gun, on that prototype you've been working on. That not only did you fail to grasp or remember any of the sign language, you in fact only remember just the wrong forms of sign language. If you ever try to use sign language, understand you will definitely make absolutely no sense. You will use every sign incorrectly. You're trying to say hi.
Charades.
You try to say hi in sign language. You're gonna be saying "fuck you, die." Like that's the type of thing. Like it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
I'll make sure to do it.
Damn.
Wow.
So you get negative. You get the negative of that.
Rolled a 1.
That being said,
This bodes poorly.
you do also have what Issa mentioned. I did think she mentioned something about telepathy that she herself has connection to. So there is that might come in use.
So we just have to be within like 5 miles within each other, and we're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You'll be fine.
I think we're within that.
I will have you know. Actually, this ship is 6 miles long. No, it's not. That would be a massive ship.
What
That's
in the
a fucking. This better be a carrier vessel. I
Smaller than
swear
the
to
last
God.
one.
If it's
No,
a
it's not
6 mile long ship, that's ridiculous.
That is a super destroyer here to wreak havoc and destroy planets.
Oh, you got me.
think-
The Roman
Either way,
Harbor.
not
the
sending
Navy.
out an SOS symbol.
Joke's on you. You know, though, you guys thought that you got rid of the Navy and the Roman Harbor at the end of the campaign? No, they just moved to space, y'all. This is their new stuff, their new toy.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I'm not dealing with that shit.
Someone took over
Everything
after
goes to
the
space for a
owner.
sequel.
Yeah, you
Everyone
have
goes to space in a sequel. It's just how it works.
Exactly. I mean, no, I was about to do a One Piece spoiler. I'm not gonna do that to people. That being said,
Coward.
nah, I'm not gonna do that to people. I'm not gonna do that to people. You gotta enjoy One Piece. So you guys would be able to put on the suits and make your way into the main loading area of the cargo bay. Hi, Rena. What do you want, baby? Why are you grabbing my arm? You're not gonna bite me, are you? No, you would never. Why are you sinking your claws into me? Why are you? Let's stop that. So you would see.
Silence.
Yeah, no, really. You can definitely see upon actually exiting your ship and heading into the beginning area, the opening bay that you have. There is no cargo. Cargo is gone. If there was any cargo in here, it has been sucked away. If there were any bodies that could have been in here actively working, they have probably been sucked away. You can see, however, that there looks like there was a bit of a struggle. It looks like there may have been at least a few people that maybe had a chance of fighting back, or they were just clinging on so dear to life that they just damaged the ship itself in the process of trying to hold on for dear life. As there are markings of struggle near the next open door area, the next airlock area, essentially, where you can see there are these I wouldn't say claw marks per se, but these almost smooth marks that seem to go down around the on the outside middle area of the frame of the door frame, and it seems to drag into the metal from both sides, horizontally across the wall. Yeah,
I'm going to pull out my hand mortar, just out of habit, and I am going to try and investigate.
Okay.
To see what is going on here.
So you want to roll an investigation on what specifically?
I'd say probably the signs of struggle.
Okay.
Within the loading bay.
But
I might also take a look at the clawed up door.
That is completely fair.
Can I investigate the door as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let it's telepathic message. You get the door. I'll check the whatever's going on here.
Okay, Ellie, this is kind of scary.
I got a solution for it. Don't worry.
You got a solution? Oh god, thank you. Just don't ruin the ship more, maybe? Question? Maybe?
It's already ruined. We can't make it too much worse.
I just don't want anything to accidentally be sucked out. Important information or something, I'm
gonna roll my investigation.
Gonna try to figure out if I can shut
I got
the loading door.
I got a 12.
We got a
So
12.
I have before you say whether or not that succeeds, I have a thing because of my class
Uh-huh.
that allows me to add a d6 as a reaction to any kind of d20 test.
Okay.
Okay.
So I would like to use that
Make
to
me suck.
try and improve that 12.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, so
I'm just looking over my
D6.
features. I don't want to miss
Roll.
something.
We'll also get to what Acrid said in a second here, because I know you said you wanted to check something out as well. I want to go and get these rolls out of the way, and then we're going to touch on what you said.
Yeah.
that is an additional 4, so that makes it a 16.
Okay, 16. Okay, I understand. And Issa, what about your roll?
I rolled a 13,
Okay,
which
okay.
fucking blows. I've been low rolling so far.
It's okay. it's
Issa,
okay.
quit it.
Get the bad
I'm
rolls
sorry.
out of the way at the beginning. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I've done so far.
Yeah.
Dude, just
Rolled a 2 and a 1.
just quit it, Issa. Quit your shit.
Come on, Issa. Be of faith.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I have a mint and I'm ready to go. We'll start with the 13. The 13, you by looking at, because you are the one that is actively observing the door, correct, Issa?
Yeah, looking at the claw
Okay.
marks, trying to see if I know what it is.
So, looking into the claw marks, you can kind of tell that there are at least a few things that might come to your mind on what might cause this. You aren't exactly sure what could have caused this, but you at least get a broad idea. So one, if there was a spacefaring race that was working on the ship that had tentacles, they could have tried to embed themselves and could not resist the force. And if they had enough strength, they could have dug into the metal like that. It has been rare, but there have been times where that has been the case. Specifically with mind flayers that were actually doing honest, hard labor. Which isn't common, but you have seen a time or two where that was the case. There is also the fact of plasmoids. If a plasmoid was getting sucked out and it was trying to grip on, while it might not have a lot of gripping strength, it would be melting into the metal as it got dragged away, melting the metal and leaving that type of smooth trail in the process. However, there are less friendly things that would also come to your mind. Things like, I don't know, space krakens.
What?
As they have been known to forcibly board into bigger ships, to make a meal out of things. As the space krakens are a little bit on the smarter side, similar to that of a dragon, and the fact that they've learned to polymorph. So they will typically break open, forcibly, a cargo bay's door, and once they've gotten their opening, then they'll shift into a person.
I think it's a space kraken.
There have also been, more recently, there has been talks, you haven't seen it before, but you've seen talks about elder brains for mind flayer hives. You've seen that they've started to evolve, and some have been reported that they've been growing veins to use like limbs to actually move around.
That is so scary.
And in the same sense, there is one other thing that you've been hearing about recently. A cosmic horror by the name of Pulv. Pulv is a floating sentient eye the size of an orc.
What?
It has been mentioned that when it has shown up in areas, there have been markings that were smooth and typically dragged across walls and grounds. And typically there were no remaining survivors, or very few survivors.
Mhm.
So those are the things that come to your mind. So Ellie,
Mhm.
the bit that you were investigating further in, right?
Oh, I was thinking like the initial
Or-
area where you
okay.
were like describing the struggle.
Mm-hmm. So you can tell by at least from what you're seeing, whereas your friend Amber has more of that information of okay, these are things that could possibly be it, of what might have happened, or like what specifically what type of creatures would have been within it. You can tell by looking at it. It was not a pleasant struggle.
Mhm.
You can tell it was a desperate struggle.
Hmm.
Whatever was dragging across the wall like that was not by choice. So either it was something clinging on for dear life while being sucked out, or the sucked out bit already happened. It managed to hold on, and then something forcibly pulled it
Hmm.
off that wall.
Hmm.
Do with that what you will. Acrid, what was the thing that you said you wished to do? Just as a reminder.
So when we docked, right, where's our ship? Did we park inside the ship, or are we in the dock port?
You're like
Like, to
in
the
the
side.
dock port area, like in the side, like essentially like the best way to put it is that you're like the dock port for this ship for a lot of the cargo ships. It's like near bottom of the whole area. Like you kind of like pull in, like almost like a drive through. You kind of like pull in, and then there's typically these mechanical bits that are missing right now that would latch onto the ship and hold it in place. Because normally, there's gravity on the inside of the ship. That way, your ship doesn't go careening down when the gravity's put into place and your ship doesn't get damaged. However, with it being open the way it is, your ship's just kind of been like parked onto the bottom flat area of it. So I guess not really off to the side, more of on the inside, essentially.
Hmm.
Okay, then Kima wouldn't do what she had the idea to do.
Okay.
She'd look at it and be like, well, if there's anyone left here, they're just gonna die because I'm not closing the hatch in case we need to leave.
That's fair.
Like, I'm gonna be
I mean-
real, they would hear Kima give the most legitimate, I don't give a fuck if there's people alive. I'll shut the door another time.
Based on the damage I'm seeing here, whatever happened was brutal.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there are no survivors. They might all be dead. This looks really scary.
Before you panic, let's find out what happened.
Of course. And that you shall, while I let Rena out of my room because she is being a nuisance. Everybody.
I had question, you bitch.
Rena has left and is no longer being a nuisance to me. Tis a beautiful day. Okay. Headphones are back on. Alright.
I have question.
What you got? What's the question? Question.
My brain, why you betray
Why?
me?
I sat here like, what's your question? And it was just like your brain just
Can
like,
we Can we
nuh-uh.
roleplay while you try to figure it out?
Might
No,
as well.
okay, so is there Kima would, I know, as bizarre as it might look to others, she's gonna look for any loose metal rods or anything she can grab.
Yeah, roll me a we'll do an investigation, I guess.
Okay, she's basically looking for
Yeah.
like, all right, well, there's damages, so there might be a couple loose panels I can grab.
Yeah.
Because something that that the others have seen, she's more than willing to just snag random shit off the walls of damaged ships.
That's fair.
And by the time she usually leaves, if it becomes a fight, she no longer has those random bits of scrap.
Gotcha.
Okay, I have
What'd you get?
is a little thing. It is a menacing. Actually, I didn't roll great, so I got a dirty 13.
13. I'd say you probably would find like a like metal rod that might be like very loose, kind of like in the tiling area. Essentially where there would have been like the docking area that I mentioned before, the bit that like holds the ship in place once you dock. You would see that there is like, because most of that bit is completely just gone and missing, but there is like a metal rod that probably would have been on the inside part mechanisms of it that is kind of just sticking out of the ceiling. So you would be able to grab that one, and if you want to, you can try to roll an athletics check to try and pull it out.
Hell
yeah.
Hell yeah. So Kima might be trying again. She got a 10.
Yeah, basically you flip yourself upside down, plant your feet onto the ceiling, and try to pull up, and it does not budge.
Can I try again, or is that just it?
I don't see why not. I'm gonna be honest. Like, while you try again, the others can continue forward if they wish to do so.
Probably going to.
Just in the background, in the most, just like, why is this? Why? They just hear a why. Why are you difficult?
As a heads up to Nits, I do have a quarterstaff of warning, so if anything is near an
I have a pistol of warning.
30 feet of me, we cannot be surprised.
Okay.
And we also get a heads up of, hey, there's a hostile within. Right.
Of course.
I have a pistol of warning.
Okay, cool. So we have 2 warning weapons. Okay. You know what? This is karma for me having Crackerus have a bow of warning. So.
Absolutely.
It is.
I swear, I feel like I'm not even the only. I feel like there's times where, like, some of them, I feel like there's so it's like, what do you mean you just fucking know? Why did I even roll?
I think I'm going to use my telepathy to Amber.
Okay.
And say something else. I don't see any bullet casings here. Whatever it was, I mean, I usually like to think it's pirates, but I'd usually see bullet casings if it were that.
Oh.
But maybe they got sucked out.
It's like a monster?
Could be.
Does it really look like one? I can try to see if I can text some thoughts, you know? I just need to get a little close, and I don't want to go in there.
I prefer opening brains in a different way, but you could do what you must.
Dude.
Yeah.
While they're having an intellectual conversation, Kima is having a fist fight with a metal rod and losing.
I'm just talking to Amber, just saying, "Hey, look, this whatever it is, it can probably bleed."
Okay. Nova, on the other hand, with a dirty 17 in perception, is trying to find anything that might be hidden, and also passively keeping an eye out for random bits of junk that are just loosely there so that she can pick it up and give it to Kima.
Okay, cool. Now, you're still rolling this perception check in the cargo bay, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So with that 17, you would be able to detect the said following things. Or not detect, more of see the said following things. You would see with your 2 eyes. Specifically, you would be able to see that, 1, rubble-wise, there is a hook that probably was holding, most likely, some cargo at some point in time. It looks like if you jostled it around a bit, you might be able to pull it free. So there is a hook. It is a metallic silver hook.
I have a spell for that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What spell?
This metallic silver hook?
Yeah.
Hold on. Trying to figure out the spell name.
Okay. Okay.
But like, I can like touch it and understand like how to tune it and shit, and where it comes from. That would be useful.
That might
I'm
be.
forgetting this. I'm trying to find the spell.
I think it's called identify.
Yeah, I identify.
I do as well. I don't think you need to identify the random metal hook.
Hey, this random metal hook might have been part of something very important.
Hey, is there? You know?
So, in the background,
we don't got to.
God.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Just want to use these smart spells.
Hey, I get it.
I guess.
The other
Give
thing.
the rest of the items.
Yeah. The other things that should be mentioned, you're good. The rest of the things that should be mentioned is that there is what seems to be one single piece of furniture, if you want to call it that is still managing to hold onto the wall somehow. It is a mirror. It seems to be kind of just mounted very aggressively onto there. So it looks like it was probably a fragile
mirror?
piece. Yeah. It looks like it was a fragile piece that they probably were trying to keep still. So when they were flying, if they ever ran into a meteor shower or something, it didn't get broken. This was most likely not just a normal cargo ship. They were probably transporting goods. This might have been for all you know, this could have been a merchant's just like ship. This could have been a very wealthy merchant. There's a lot of possibilities of what this ship could have been getting used for. And then the other thing that you're looking for, you're also just looking for just in general, just around you to make sure nothing was creeping up, correct? Mm-hmm. That was the other thing?
Yeah, just
Oh, sorry.
passively looking for anything that could be hidden.
Okay. Hidden wise, the only thing that I could really say that's really hidden is that there is like on the ceiling there is a latch handle. So it might be a way of going directly up into the next floor. Do keep in mind there is probably an airlock area that you'd be entering because they wouldn't just leave that in a cargo bay area without an airlock area. So if the power is out in that specific area, then those doors might not be able to be opened unless via brute force. However, if the power is on in that said area, then you're safe, basically.
Mm-hmm.
How's that roll, Acrid?
Kima, fist fighting a metal rod, lost round 1.
Yeah. What about round 2?
Dirty 19.
You pull it free. You basically just like reshift your positioning with your legs, kind of get like a better footing on the ceiling, and you kind of just like shove off the ceiling. And so you launch yourself a bit off the ceiling, but you're fine. You have your wings to recalibrate yourself and turn yourself around and get back into the boat easily. But for a bit there, you're kind of like launching off the ceiling, trying to get this thing free. But you did get it free.
Okay, they just got the pipe. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I win. They just hear the quietest in their heads of, I win.
Yeah, because I want to mention, it's like 5 minutes of like looking around, like everybody else is like investigating. And then it's just also just 5 minutes of Kima in the back, shaking a rod violently.
Nova
Amber
just looks over to Kima and just, hey.
Ellie and Amber have had an entire conversation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the hook. God, dude. Oh my God. All right.
Go for
I'm
the
gonna
hook.
go over to look at the mirror, see what's up with that.
Yeah, sure.
So
you can roll
metal
for the
rod.
mirror. You can either, what type of roll do you want to do? Investigation, Arcana, Survival, Perception, Athletics. Like, what are you looking at here for this?
I'm gonna do Arcana, because if it's being that securely held,
Yeah.
either this shit is magical, or these people are transporting for like the super rich.
That's fair. Go
It
ahead
might
and
be-
do that. Uh-huh.
I think I might go over there with,
Captain.
That's a dirty 20.
with Nova,
Okay.
just to check out what's going on.
Go for it. You let me know what type of roll you want to roll for that.
Probably investigation. That's my best one.
Okay. Yeah, because different types of rolls will give you different information.
Mm-hmm.
My cat wants in. I am going to politely open the door to this cat. Come on.
Hey, Captain.
There you go, baby. Yeah, I hear
Hmm.
you. You good baby. You good baby. Yes, wow.
Surprised
Okay.
this mirror is still here.
I'm walking back. Okay, cool. So, we got a dirty 20 of Arcana from
Oh,
from Nova.
shoot, I need to roll.
What about Ellie?
That is a dirty 15.
Okay, dirty 15 from you for investigation. Acrid, what about your athletics?
Yeah, roll that. I'm so useless. I'm not helping at all. I feel like Kima just, like, she has good passive perception, so she is keeping an eye out in general
Yeah.
for if anything shows up. It's the most just like, motherfucker, I need random shit.
Passive perception 24, passive investigation 24.
Gotcha,
I have a passive
gotcha.
perception of 23, so.
Okay.
I have a passive perception of 9.
Huzzah.
My passive 17.
Wait!
17,
what?
dude.
Nice.
You have a negative to your wisdom?
Yeah!
We love RP characters. Alright,
I also
so...
didn't realize that means I have 1 grit point, so I can do
Oh, no.
1 trick shot. I thought it might have been to int, but I've made the character.
Oh, yeah, no. Gunslingers are wisdom based.
Whoops!
Yeah. I
Oh
don't know.
gosh, you're supposed to be
Yeah.
smart.
Well, she's got intelligence, she just doesn't have any wisdom.
Hey, Nits, can we hit a respec button?
Nah, we're here now. We're here
Oh
now.
my god!
Y'all had your chances when we were
I
saying
have 12 charisma, though.
That's, you know what? Good for you. Good for you. You know? I will also ask Issa, while they are doing those, what do you wish to do? Do you want me to get back to you?
Yeah, get back to me.
Okay.
Amber's just a little
Sorry, I just realized
scary.
how fucked I am.
That's completely fair. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no,
so-
you are
Oh, I
fucked.
should've
I won't lie, Kira. You are fucked.
Oh, I should have respect. Oh,
Ellie
well.
is damned.
Okay. So what was that athletics?
So, one, is this thing actually silver? Like, partially silvered?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm. Oh god. Yeah. So Kira just goes like, oh wait, this is actually silver. That's very useful for 2 different things. Okay, and I'm going to try and not break this. So I'd say 24.
24. Okay. We're gonna knock yours out first because yours won't take as much to get through. So
Yeah.
you shake the hook free.
Yay.
Like, it's as simple as that. You basically, again, you do what you did for the rod. You plant your feet onto the ceiling, and you just kind of pull up. You launch yourself a little bit in the process. You almost hit your head into the floor, but you don't. You can't just flip
I
yourself.
spin.
Yeah, you spin yourself, use your wings to recalibrate yourself, and manage to not give yourself a concussion. That being said, for the other 2, Kira, you'd gotten what was it? It was a 17, correct? On your investigation?
15.
15, okay. With your 15 on your investigation, you can tell that this mirror is very much mounted. It looks like as if they have used some type of iron brackets to basically keep and hold onto the frame in a very secure manner. They have gone out of their way to fit these brackets for this very specific mirror. So this wasn't one of those things where they just kind of like put a random furniture piece there because they thought it would fit and it just so happened to out of luck. This was most likely deliberately placed here for a reason. Just to kind of make sure it stayed in place. That being said, a certain someone else rolled Arcana. Oh yeah, I should also mention with investigation that mirror's in perfect condition.
Mhm.
It is in perfect condition. Anya,
Lord.
Yes.
with your Arcana, you are able to tell that something about this mirror feels off. It doesn't feel strong, but it feels like there's almost like a lingering and actively fading magic from it. It feels aberrant.
Is this a fucking mimic?
Aberrant. That's my
Whatever-
kind of sorcery, buddy.
Whatever it is,
Hey.
they're doing everything they can to keep it down.
Oh yeah.
This thing's got like 20 fittings on it. I've never seen anything be held down like this. It is. I mean, even large items don't have this much.
Bro, did they
Mhm.
trap a mimic? Like it wants to leave, but it can't. Like it's just some fuck off mimic that was like, I'm a mirror. Clink, 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 clink. I can't leave.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
Question.
Mhm.
Can mimics breathe in space, or do they need to breathe?
Mimics do not require oxygen as they have no organs.
Okay.
Oh, it's something else. Even despite this place looking like utter chaos, the mirror's perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Should have broken.
Should be. Huh, I know Kira's not. I know Kima's not there at the moment to say anything, but mostly should be.
I would say this as well, by the way. Amber,
Wait. I'm
because
sorry.
you are naturally connected to aberrant magic, because you are a sorcerer, an aberrant sorcerer, you are naturally able to pick up that feeling of aberrant magic coming from the mirror. You can also feel that there is a light trace of it going into the ship.
Oh, can I use like arcane, like to understand like where, like
Yeah.
what specifically? Arcana.
Yeah, you can try to
Whatever,
run
would that
Arcana,
help?
try and get a better understanding of what's going on here with it.
I rolled a 23.
Okay, 23.
Okay.
So, what you can pick up with this is two things. One, where it is at least you can kind of get a tracking on what has gone in, or like where it is, at least kind of. You can get a feeling that it has traveled its way into the third floor, which is right now one of the only areas that currently still has lighting. Second thing, it feels destructively evil. There is
Hell no.
almost an omen-like feeling.
Thank God I'm resistant to psychic damage.
Oh yeah.
Yo, same.
Man, I'm so fucked.
Okay. I'll relay this information to the rest of the party telepathically and shit. I'll be like, I can sense for the Arcana that this is an aberrant creature. Aberrant creature, and it seems to be on the third floor. That's where I'm guessing its magic's coming from. And it's kind of evil, guys. It's kind of really evil, and I'm kind of scared. And I sense a strong foreboding presence from this thing on the third floor.
Can I shoot
Maybe
it?
is what it could be.
I
Maybe.
don't know what it could be. It could be cosmic horror, elder brain mind flare that have evolved. It's just we don't know yet, and we should be careful, very careful.
Shouldn't shoot it.
Don't shoot it yet until we know what we're dealing with. It could be shapeshifting into a human as well. We don't know yet.
I mean, if it's a monster, it's probably not bad luck.
Yeah.
I know what Kima would recommend to do,
I
but
would
we
love to
should not
proceed with
listen.
caution.
I know what Kima's recommendation is, and I don't think it's gonna get approved.
What would your recommendation be?
There's always checking if we can cause if the reactor is still functional to a ship this big. If that reactor blows up, it's taking the whole ship with it.
Let's not do that.
Still in favor of
survivors.
I'm still in favor of just shooting this thing.
I mean, of course you are, as you should be.
I don't see how it wouldn't solve the problem here.
Pick up the gnome and walk away.
Okay. Fine, I get it.
I got the hook, guys.
Yay!
So I guess I can't take the mirror.
Captain, is
You
this really
can
necessary?
Try to take.
You're
the
not allowed to
mirror.
shoot it.
Okay, fine.
Do you
So
want to take
do I
the
leave
mirror?
do I leave the mirror? Because I saw you guys look at it and then walk away like it was scary.
There's something off about it.
There's like 30 like fittings on it. Iron fittings.
Feels
Whatever it is,
aberrant.
it take at least an hour. Take at least an hour to get the thing off.
Oh. Okay, not worth it.
Feels aberrant. Amber says there's something about it that feels evil. We'll leave it for the moment.
I had a solution to that, but the captain wouldn't let me.
She just holds Ellie up so that she's face to face and just... And on the off chance it does survive your bullet, what are your plans after that?
It's very simple. I keep shooting at it until it's dead.
I
What if-
told you that.
What
But
if this abhorrent thing is messing with your head and makes you think it's dead? Then what?
Well, that's why I have all of you.
Oh, I'll try my best.
It's a wonder you've survived as long as you have. Let's go.
She's with
You are
us.
so
Why do you
tiny.
think?
Oh, I forgot to mention how tall my character is.
Can you
Yeah,
put me
yeah,
down,
that-
Captain?
That
What'd you
does
say?
beg the question. Ellie, how tall are you? And how much do you weigh?
I'm 3 feet tall and weigh like 40 pounds or
Oh my
something.
god.
Oh my.
Hey, you're being
Yeah.
carried by a
Yeah.
6'3" astral elf.
Yeah, my
Weighs
character's also 6
175.
foot. My character's 6 foot and weighs 190.
Captain, look, I understand. I understand.
You little shoulder guy. Your suit is so tiny.
This gnome is on a crew of giants.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Carry
I'm
two
imagining
of
she can't
you,
see
and
over
I still
anything.
won't reach my max carrying capacity.
That's crazy.
I want you to know, when I was getting everybody's characters, I was sitting here, and in the back of my mind, all I could think of was, alright, we've got 3 people that are going to be double Ellie's height. Cool! This is going to be funny.
Ellie just sees their thighs.
Yeah,
This is so
you're-
Yuri-ful for Ellie.
Yeah, you're at a horrible height. I'm going to be so for real with you.
Either a horrible height or the perfect height,
I
depending
can't
on what
see
the
over
orientation is.
anything.
That's also
Like,
I'm
I
wearing a
can't even-
spacesuit, so.
true.
I can't even see the windows of everyone else's room. They're too high up.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Not tall enough to get on the roller coasters.
No, you definitely would not be allowed on the roller coasters.
Don't
Too
even
much,
let me on the kiddie roller coasters.
too much G-force on the kiddie roller coasters, man. That being said, you guys, if you wish, can go further into the ship. You also have the hatch that you found if you wish to use that. Or unless you have something else planned in mind.
Well, I'm still being
Without
carried.
knowing
So.
where the hatch goes or whether or not there's power connected to it, I don't know that would be a good idea, because even if there is emergency power, that could divert from the life support systems.
That is fair.
Sorry, I'm
And
just
this is why I
imagining.
cannot play a dumb character.
I'm imagining the fucking just still being carried.
Oh yeah, you're still being carried.
I love that because there's no way her feet are even near the ground.
Absolutely not.
I mean, something to keep in mind right now is that none of y'all are like properly getting grip on the ground because as of now, you're still dealing with 0 gravity.
Yep.
We're in space, baby.
Hell yeah! You'll need to get into a powered area of the ship in order to get away from the problem that is 0 gravity.
Well, if I may, Captain, I think we may want to move forward. We do only have so much time.
I'm fucking dying. This fuck. Oh my god, I'm double looking at my character. She's doing all this bullshit in heels.
That was Nova.
Captain,
I can't even wear shoes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You'd have to
I
get
got
tailored
shoes.
shoes as a satyr, like. You
I get
might
shoes
get some,
at
you might get some
section.
hooves, you know, you could get some
I
some
think it's just
horseshoes.
better to have hooves than shoes. If
Yeah.
you're a satyr.
I get shoes at the
least.
You can
kids
get-
section.
True.
Horseshoes of speed.
Horseshoe. Actually, wait, no. Weirdly enough, a satyr probably could wear the horseshoes as speed item. It's
Yeah.
meant for mounts, but like.
Wait
you
a
have
second.
Wait. No, this. No, wait, no. You
I'm gonna look up
actually
this-
could.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna ride
look
the
up right now.
satyr.
Oh my
Horseshoes.
god.
It's a blue. The iron horseshoes come from a set of 4. They're in a set of 4. I'll need 2.
Yeah. You only need 2.
They increase the walking speed by 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Oh.
about this.
Oh my, dude! Wait, an aberrant, like, oh, I'm sorry, an aberrant, a satyr monk with those things would be terrifying,
My idea for the next campaign.
dude.
An
yeah.
idea for an NPC has spawned into my brain.
Dude.
I will play this.
Oh
Yeah,
Why
my
is he
god,
moving so fucking fast? Is he running? No, he's just walking.
dude.
I'm
It's
glad
just-
my character's roleplay
Oh,
focus.
I'm just gonna put that out there. If we have a satyr that moves that fast in the next campaign, then someone else needs to play a very slow moving turtle. I want we need a version of the hare and the turtle. So
I got
just
it,
the
don't
satyr and
worry.
the turtle. Okay, let's move on. You guys will be able to begin, I guess, go forward into the lower area. Again, you have 3 stories. You are in the bottom bunk, essentially. So you'll need to go up 2 floors to eventually reach the 3rd floor. AKA, essentially, what is like the main area, the main deck, essentially.
Well, I'm with the captain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not by choice.
Not by sure.
By
Yeah, no, you're right.
force.
Something I do need to know, because these are, you know, airlocks that you're gonna have to go through, that you're gonna be going through. Once you get through the airlock, you'll be able to get into a more broad, open hallway. But the airlocks aren't quite as wide. They're a bit more narrow because you're supposed to filter people through one by one, because that's also typically where they do security checks to make sure people aren't smuggling things in, trying to steal cargo from the cargo bay. Basically making sure that people don't do stuff they're not supposed to do. So people can't walk side by side. Y'all would not be able to do that. Who is going in first? And who is going in last?
Emo
I'd
will
like to
head
go
in first.
last.
Okay. That gives me the answer. That means Nova's in the middle because Ellie is strapped onto Nova. Forcibly.
Yeah, I'm being carried. I'm I'm not
Yeah.
well, probably not piggybacking. I think I'm just being carried like a.
You're being
Dude.
dragged.
Dude,
On the
You're
shoulder.
being dragged?
by the top bit of your armor.
I want to put this out there.
Oh,
I really wish
I've been
I-
scruffed.
I really wish you had picked Mountain Combatant, because this would be so much better. So, you would be able to go through first key.
Yeah.
You start heading in, and I would describe what you specifically would be seeing as you walk in, because you're the first one that gets sights of this. Everyone else will be able to see it as soon as you get through first, obviously, they pass by you, but you're the first one encountering this. when you make your way into the hallway, it is dark, right? You can see that emergency lightings are trying to work in the hallways. It is small, very dim, flickering red lights. They don't line the whole hallway. They're spaced just enough to where you wouldn't have been able to see them even glow properly from the window from afar. They are spaced just enough to where there are gaps of complete darkness in between the lighting.
Can I grab something to like cast light onto?
Sure, what do you have? What do you want to grab onto? There are, unless it's an item from your inventory, the things that I can describe that are currently within this hallway is 1. The very obvious blood splatters randomly within the hallway. 2.
Yeah.
Here was space.
The corpse propped on the side of the wall.
Oh.
3. A ajar door with a bloody handprint on it.
Oh, God.
Okay.
What looks to be a broken, and when I say broken, I mean it has been impaled and embedded into the floor, sword.
I'll use the sword.
Okay. Athletics check.
Don't use the corpse.
I want the sword. Wait, no.
Do you want the sword to be a light that you can use?
You could also just put it on her gauntlets or bracers if you wanted as well. But yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah, you have a.
So
you
I do have a
lot of
thing.
Story form. Let's see. As a bonus action, you can expend a use of wild. Don't make me read all this. You're gonna make me read? What do you think I'm illiterate? While in the story form, your body becomes luminous, and resheds by light skibbity boo. No, it requires incapacitated condition. Use this feature again when you assume it's starting from your constellation. We will your body. Each child set of constellation of life giving goblet appears when you whenever you get the spell. Use the spell's light, you restore HP or another creature within you within 30 feet. 2d8 plus 5 HP. Each child restore HP bonus 1 bonus action. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can do that.
I can basically become my own light source.
Yeah, you're like a glow stick.
Hell yeah.
Boy, those glowing stars actually do something. That's crazy.
Yeah, they do.
Also, I'm back. I had to go to the bathroom.
Welcome back. I don't know why, but I really do just picture. I know this is definitely not how you're probably gonna have this work because of the way you went this. You run your character, but I really was just picturing your character just like popping a joint in their body like a glow stick, and suddenly they're just glowing. like just a, oh, I'm glowing again. Cool.
All I can think of is the movie Despicable Me. The minions just frack.
Yeah,
Shake.
don't they shake him? Yeah, I was gonna say.
You can might break my bones. It just hurts.
You can also do your light if you still want to, by the way, Issa, as well. It sounds like I'm just going to use starry form. Honestly, as much lighting, the more lighting you have, the better, because you'll be able to see more. So I honestly wouldn't discourage using light anyways. Because the starry
Can I
form
examine
is... Yeah, go for it.
I want to examine the dead body.
Yeah, go for it.
Too.
You can roll me an investigation check, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm going
I wonder if I want to do an investigation or arcana to see like.
If you want to roll Arcana, I can roll an investigation. I'm also wanting to help look into the corpse.
Okay, I'll roll
Okay.
arcana to see like
I'm
what kind
attached-
of. Okay, fuck.
Oh.
I rolled a 13.
Okay.
I have a +8 in arcana,
Dude,
by the way.
It's not having you today. Okay.
I'm gonna
I have
roll a
123 and it
medicine
was
to
fine.
See how they died.
Man,
Also,
I
I'm
want
just
to be
attached to the
known.
captain, so I'm
Well,
just...
I'll have you know, I also got a 13 on investigation.
Okay.
I have a +5.
Just-
Fuck.
Just quick thing, we do have a lot of people talking over each other right now, as a heads up. I'm tracking that. So,
Okay.
we've got 13 on the Arcana. We got a 15 in investigation from Kima?
13.
13 for investigation. Kira, what was the thing you were trying to do as well?
Oh, I don't think I have anything right now, but given that
Okay.
I'm still being carried by the captain, I probably have no choice but to look at the dead body and
Ye-
see what's going on there,
Yeah, I mean,
so I
you're
might
fa-
investigate it.
Yeah, that's fair. Unless you're like zoning out for some reason, you can roll an investigation as well as you wish. And you were specifically, Anya, you were going for a medicine check, correct?
Yep.
What was your roll?
15.
15. Okay, so 13, 13, 15. And what is that roll from Kira? AKA
18.
Okay. So
Holy shit.
we're gonna knock these one by one. We'll do the medicine check first. Medicine wise, it looks as if this person's body, just by looking around, was almost kind of like strangled to death.
Strangled.
There are these embedded marks into their skin, like as if something wrapped around the neck and crushed it. The eyes are like, when you do look at them, look bloodshot. And there is like a purple marking to this corpse, what was probably once a human.
I just keep making investigation.
Fine.
So it looks like this person specifically was strangled to death. The next thing, the Arcana check.
Okay.
With your 13 Arcana, you were just trying to look for what a main gist of just what might, if there's any type of Arcana lingering on the body, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. You get the sense that there might be some type of psychic magic that seems to be lightly lingering around the head area of this corpse.
Yes, he is a psychic.
And
All right.
the next thing is the investigations. We'll hit the 13 and then the 17. With the 13
18.
from Kima. 18, thank you. With the 13 from Kima,
Yeah.
looking at the body, you are able to kind of go into this is where it's going to come in, different characters, just as their person is who they are, might get different reasonings on what they're investigating as well. With the way your character has been, investigation wise, you're not really able to determine too much on the fact of specifically what may have caused any of this, or what exactly went down, or how it went down, or anything of that sort. But you were able to more usefully find something that is useful to your character. As Kima does seem to be keeping an eye out for very specific things.
Yeah, random bullshit.
Yeah. You have noticed that this guy did have what looks to be a bracelet. You don't know why, but it does seem to stick out to you a bit. It is kind of metallic. It is like a golden bracelet, essentially.
No.
Okay,
It
so
may have been, in some planets' ways, of a replacement of a wedding ring.
Mm-hmm.
As you would know that some planets do bracelets instead of rings.
Kima's gonna steal it.
Okay? As for Ellie,
Mm-hmm.
there is no bullet hole in this body.
Damn it.
That is the first thing. Second of all, there is no soot on this body.
Mm.
There is no explosive marks. There is no bombs. He had no gun.
Is there
Coward.
is there anything I can get from like any of the blood around?
From the blood itself, you can tell at the very least that like some of the blood might be his. As it looks like whatever killed him, most likely, considering the way you're seeing the blood that trailed on the wall seems to lead to him. Whatever it was, probably slammed him against the wall so hard that it dragged his blood against the wall.
Mm.
And then let go, and then he most likely slumped. And that's where he died. So you can also figure out, with that being said, considering you don't see any blood on his hands, the bloody handprint on that door that you're seeing does not go to him.
Hey, this doesn't... Whatever's going on here, it does not add up.
Somebody else is still alive, or was.
Not everyone would have been in the cargo bay.
I, like, try and get the captain to put me down.
I let go.
Okay,
Just kind
so
of floating for a second.
I hold up the hand and show that it's not... that it doesn't have blood on it. It's like... That hand... That bloody hand belongs to somebody else. And whatever it was, it doesn't look like a normal struggle. There's someone else involved here. Or something else.
From what I'm seeing, just from the blood, this crew was underprepared.
He was strangled to death with his throat crushed.
Huh.
Must have been thrown by it.
You're saying...
Kima would...
Go for it.
Go for it.
I was going to say, Nova, as you guys are kind of speaking about this, you would realize why this body hasn't kind of floated off. Which is the fact that there seems to be a hook that has impaled into this man's spine. So, there may have been something in this hallway that was being held up by the hook. Whatever it was intelligent enough to remove said item and use that hook as a way to impale the human.
I'm gonna be that guy. Blowing up the reactor really feels like a good idea.
I'm gonna point that out to Kima specifically. But I'm not gonna mention it otherwise as a let's not cause panic yet, because that still could be a case of somebody else had already stolen whatever it was, and it was just sheer dumb luck.
So...
And I don't want to send Amber into a panic.
Yeah, Amber seems to be a lot more panicky than Kima.
Whatever it is, I'm ready to shoot it.
Kima she would head over back to the body. She would head back to the body and kind of move it and remove the hook.
Okay.
If possible. She would check to see if it is the same hook that she found otherwise.
Yeah.
If it is another metallic silver hook.
This hook is more just a typical metal hook. The hook that was being used before might have been for specific reasonings for a very specific type of cargo.
I'm gonna keep it. Every time I'm grabbing an item, by the way, I'm having to make a new custom item. So I was like, can I just +1 this other item, or do I need to make another one?
Fortunately, that's another item.
Yeah.
Can I try to look at the... I'm assuming it's the bloody handprint door and try and open that and get in there?
Sure, it is already lightly ajar, so you can just kind of like open it a bit further.
So I just like push it open with...
Yeah.
Not really struggle, because I'm pretty strong.
Yeah.
But it does look kind of funny.
Oh yeah, it's that weird thing, like you don't weigh much, so like yes, while you have the strength to easily open it,
it's like an insect.
Yeah, it's that thing of like you're kind of having to kick your feet, because you are actively kind of leaving the ground.
Breaching.
Granted, you already were, but you're having to do it more now than ever.
Breach.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're kicking, you're not moving it, and then you're like, okay, hold on, and then you grab onto the door frame, and then you shove it open. Essentially, is what you have to do. Yeah.
I have my gun ready, and I'm just like scanning the area.
Okay.
See if I can see anything.
When you begin scanning the area, you would realize that this was probably supposed to be an area where essentially people could hopefully get some sleep for the workers. This was most likely the lower ranking workers, like lounge, like sleeping area, sleeping quarters. There are what looks to be about, I would say, 26 beds lining the walls.
Oh my god.
And on
That's
top of that,
true.
out of the 26 beds, 19 of them have bodies in them. And every single one of those sheets are stained crimson. Those people were most likely killed in their sleep. You can also see that there is one other body that is kind of floating around. They do seem to actually be very lightly conscious. Now, to what degree is a whole other question. But you can see that they are breathing.
I am going to cautiously go over, or I'm gonna like let everyone else know.
Thank you.
Hey, got what looks to be a bloodbath in here. One might still be alive.
I'm sorry, there's somebody that might be alive?
I think I see them breathing.
I know where I'm going.
I think I'm going to go over and try to speak or at least get them up.
That is completely fair. They're essentially floating in near, not exactly in the middle of the room, but kind of like near the middle of the room area. They look to be what might be an elf of some sorts. You don't know of what type. It could be a high elf. It could just be there's too many elf types. Like, let's be real. So at first glance, you wouldn't be able to
Can I
tell
assume
too
it's
well.
like not an astral elf?
It's most likely not an astral elf, as they do have a helmet on for oxygen. You don't know how much oxygen they might have left.
Can I check their tank?
You can also check the tank.
I have a solution for that.
Huh?
I'll say I'm trying to get them up. They can
it.
check the tank.
Okay. You have a solution for it. You guys can check the tanks in the process as well. I will mention they do have a pretty good gash going down the shoulder area, as well as they also have similar markings of what looks to be like as if something tried to choke them. So there is that to keep in mind.
They might have gone into death saves, and the thing thought they were dead.
Captain, got a huge gash on here.
Okay, so I'm going to, because I don't know what the air take levels are, and I'm going to do this just in fucking case. I'm going to use air bubble.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use cure wounds.
Okay, cool. So you cast air bubble and you form this, quite literally a bubble of air around their head, essentially.
Within the dome.
Yeah, within the dome, obviously. And then you would cast cure wounds. You can go and roll your healing, as you would try to at least close up the wounds so they aren't just bleeding out into space.
That is 15.
Okay. With a 15, it is enough to where the wound would at least close. They seem to be gaining a bit of consciousness, but it is very obvious they are disoriented. They are definitely still working with the fact that they have lost a lot of blood. You can most likely tell this is probably the person that left the bloody handprint, as their hands are covered in blood.
I'm going to carefully get them to rest on the floor.
Yeah, you can bring them down to the floor. Granted, their body will naturally start shifting over time because zero gravity, but yes. They are slowly trying to orientate themselves. They seem to be trying to look around. Just trying to get an understanding. They look almost shocked that they're even alive to begin with.
Can I?
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I wanted to get them down to the floor so that it's more of a no, you can take the time and orient yourself on a flat surface.
Yeah.
Imagine I'm speaking to them, but I'm like standing at, even when they're sitting, they're at the same height.
Oh, definitely. This person's probably around like, probably like, I'd say around like maybe 5'6".
I think, can I communicate with them telepathically?
Yeah, you have the runic thing with your outfit right now.
I wasn't sure if that would work with strangers.
Yes.
What would I say? It's like, hello? Hello? Hey. It's like a really shitty radio voice.
Yeah, you can see them kind of like reeling a bit, because it is in their head. But you'd see them just kind of like almost near flinch at the sound of somebody's voicing their head.
Ah, you're alive.
And you would hear in just the back of your head as a reply, kind of going, hello?
Okay, so telepathic communication. Whatever happened here, we'd like to know everything we can. We're trying to keep everyone's, we're trying to do what we can for this place. We heard the SOS signal.
It was a creature. We were working the bay, at least I was. And things started going south. We heard a bang on the door. We thought it was a ship. We opened the door and that creature, it came through. I thought I was dead. I know the others probably didn't get out.
It's unfortunate.
I've got this... I don't know why, but I can't remember what it was like. I remember the encounter, but after the knock on the door, I know it came in, but I can't remember.
You're probably very disoriented right now. It's natural to forget things like that. It might take some time to jog your memory.
Maybe.
Is there any way we can get the doors open so that we can get to somewhere that's a little bit more stable?
I have the key card. I have a key card on my person. We can use that as lower authorization so we won't be able to get into the higher areas. If we can get up into second floor, I don't have access to the third floor.
Oh, it's better than blowing up the doors.
Can Kima actually speak to this guy, even, or...
Yeah,
am
so...
I unable...
It does act like a radio wave, so, like, basically, anyone within a certain distance can hear this conversation, essentially.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
So that makes it convenient.
When y'all were talking about, like, the body you found in the hallway, this dude, if he was actively conscious at the time, he would have been able to hear it.
Okay. Kima, because of her connection to the Eldritch, I think she would be able to piece this together and give this a pseudo. There is another chance that your memories have been modified.
It's possible.
But that would also assume that the thing left you alive.
Why would it want to leave me alive?
Unless you can't remember it, which would lead to it being more of a abomination-styled creature that shouldn't exist.
AKA the Eldritch.
Yeah, that's why I'm like letting her actually, even though she's not that smart, I'm letting her have that because she's connected to an Eldritch god.
Yeah, I think it's pretty fair information for her to have.
It's the most just like, unless you literally looked at something that shouldn't exist.
Correct.
So no, I. Right. Would everyone else here have the same authorization as you?
The people in the lower deck, we all have the same. Unless... No, he probably was sucked out. We would have had one manager that would have been supervising at the time, but... I mean, he's always in the middle of everything, so... He was most definitely taken out.
Guys.
There might be some people on the second floor that might have access to the third floor. If we're lucky, some of the snobs running the top area would have come down to complain to the people in the middle ground.
What kind of ship was this? Besides just cargo?
It was a company's. We worked for it. It was a delivery company. We
Delivery.
Yeah, we deliver odds and ends. Essentially, you know how in the planets, every planet has their form of delivery system. Some use pelicans, some use aberrant monsters or oceanic monsters. Like, there's Plutonia, which is completely filled with just water. There's no land on that planet, so they use the dolphins to send the mail. If you're trying to send something from a planet to a different planet, as long as they have the tech required for us to land, we deliver it. I don't know why, but this pain is getting worse.
Where is the pain?
It's in my head. I don't know why, but it's getting hard to think.
There may be
Where's the
something messing
pen?
with your thoughts.
Where's the pain?
It is in the head.
Okay. Ema. I don't. Right.
I know to spell magic.
That might work.
Dispel
It's
magic
try.
might also dispel the air bubble.
Ooh.
I would say this, because if you are trying to aim for something very specific, you can typically use Dispel Magic to be a little bit more specific with what you're dispelling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
I
you
can be
know-
specific with it.
Yeah. So you could completely try to use that without bursting the bubble.
Yeah.
Do you wish to try that?
I want to check if it's like a spell that's level 3 or higher.
Sure.
Gonna use Arcana on him again, low key.
Of course.
Or would that help? Like, what spell casting thing? What check would work the best?
So you get the feeling. Actually, I'm just gonna give this kind of to you because I do feel like you shouldn't have to roll to figure out if this is the right spell level for this, considering what that spell is. This is a 4th level spell.
Okay, I have to make an ability check
Okay.
using my spellcasting ability, DC 10 plus that spell's level on a successful check. The spell ends. Okay.
Okay.
I do have something else that will help to identify specifics. I have detect magic.
That is also
Well,
useful.
that would work.
It's so funny being a fighter.
So I'm going to use detect magic
I'm a monk.
to see if it's a spell that's causing this, or
What the
if it's
fuck?
an aura,
Yeah.
or what exactly is going on.
Yeah, go for it.
Sushi.
You don't have to roll for detect magic if I remember right.
No.
Yeah, so with the detect magic, you are able to pick up it is a magic that seems to be causing it. It's giving a similar feeling to what you felt from that mirror.
So it is aberrant.
Yeah. It is something that feels aberrant. Does it allow you to know what exact spell?
For the duration, you sense the presence of magical effects within 30 feet of yourself. If you sense such effects, you can take the magic action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears the magic. If an effect was created by a spell, you learn the spell's school of magic.
The spell's school of magic. Okay.
Yes.
So, I think this would fall under... If I'm thinking correctly, I'm pretty sure this falls under illusion.
And considering air bubble does not fall under illusion, I would be able to specifically target that illusion.
That is correct.
So let me scroll to where dispel magic is.
Would you...
I'm going to attempt.
You can also relay this magic if you want to let Amber also take a crack at that, because they were also gonna already be using dispel magic from the sounds of it.
Okay, yeah, I would inform Amber of that and just... Seems to be some kind of an illusion magic. See if you can target that specifically.
Yeah, I'll try to see what I can do. I can use some.
Okay.
Imagine Ellie is just like yapping at
I'm gonna be real. Kima's like in the background and the most like, I have a thing to ask, but people keep asking shit, so I'll wait.
I'm gonna cast it at 4th level, so it'll automatically end the spell instead of me doing a check, an ability check.
Yeah, so you completely dispel the magic. You would feel that lingering psychic, like arcana that was floating around him, kind of fade.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god,
Okay.
Kay, you always went out at the worst times. I'm gonna send you to Issa. She's gonna give you pets.
Oh, thank God! I love kitties.
Honestly, yeah, no, it's like, I'm just saying, okay, Rena, leave. Honestly, I'm just saying, if I know anyone will take care of Rena, it would be Issa, so, like, at least I know at least she'd be in good hands.
I'm really good with pets.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, she freaking loved you. Okay, so. Besides it just dispelling, you would see, like, almost more like a clarity, like a fogginess in his eyes kind of, like, lift.
Oh god.
As you would see the realizations start to kind of form on his face. And it is very quickly a look of disorientation, to pain, to what almost looks like just outright horror.
I'm going to try and just comfort this guy.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm gonna be so real. That's completely fair because you
I'm gonna
would
give a little gnome hug.
Oh gosh, this is so a little.
You can see his eyes basically dilate from fear as they would begin to shake. His body would begin to shake, and his skin would start to flush a pale white.
All right, I cast calm emotions on this guy.
that is the way to handle that.
I cast chill the fuck out.
Honestly, weirdly enough, I know like there are definitely insensitive ways to use a spell like that. That actually would be like a saving grace way to use that, because nobody wants to feel that way. Trust me.
I can cast that second level.
No, that is very much not the thing you want to feel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that spell's like, hey, yo, by the way, they used calm emotions on you. And he's like, yeah, nah, thanks.
Panic attacks.
The thing about calm
them.
emotions is that you can use it offensively or defensively. So if you
Yeah.
use it defensively, you can't be frightened or confused.
Yep. That is correct. Is that what you're choosing
It's also
to use?
that thing of the person it's cast on is aware of it.
That is also true.
Yeah. It's like a quick anti scare or something.
Anti-hostility.
Anti-hostility.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I
a
could
minute.
cast it on him, but do you want to take that approach of just talking it out?
It
Let's cast it on him to calm him down so that he doesn't go into a panic attack and potentially have a heart attack at what the horror he saw was.
Yeah, incomprehensible. I didn't think I'd use calm emotions this early too. This is awesome.
yeah.
There's a lot of things I didn't think we'd be using this early.
I
Here
know,
we
right?
are.
Anything. I'm trying to do anything I can to calm this guy down. I probably just end up yapping about guns again. It's like, look, whatever it was, I promise we will shoot it, okay? We will
dude,
put 1,000 holes in it, okay? Don't worry.
God.
Kima is currently resisting the temptation to wander around and check for random trinkets.
She's like
I will
a
have
goblin.
to cast it.
She's like
Oh,
a
she is a
goblin, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
God.
Yeah.
she's like, I'ma be polite and not rob you fuckers yet.
Thought about trying to rob the mirror, but
Oh my god. You guys can dude, okay, yeah. You can use calm emotion, you can cast that. And you
It
would
lasts up to 1 minute. Wait,
Okay.
hold on. I'm a sorcerer. I have things I can do with it.
That is true. You are a sorcerer.
Let's see.
You have many
I
options.
forgot which sorcerer points.
Sorcery points allow you to do certain things. Like if you pick which ones you have. If you have, like, for example,
Oh.
quick cast, it'll allow you to cast an additional spell
Yeah.
that technically would take an action as a bonus action. Stuff like that. Really useful.
Because non-verbal.
God, I forgot my character.
Yeah, I was trying to remember which meta magic stuff I added, not the
That's valid.
spell and powered spell equivalent. Okay, I didn't get the one that makes my stuff last longer, so I won't do that. It lasts up to 1 minute though,
Okay.
which isn't a really long time, but
Hey, I mean that's still useful. It still has its use. So you would cast this. He's got that duration of time to kind of get himself calmed down, like, properly, even after the emotion fades.
yeah.
You would see that kind of fear start to fade, and you would see him kind of calm his breathing, and just go, right, okay. There's a monster. It messed with my memory quite a bit.
Oh,
It didn't
that was right.
break. It never knocked on the door. It never knocked on it. We never, at no point did we ever think there was a ship trying to board. It has an understanding of ships docking. That's concerning. It came out of the mirror that we were told to transport.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just imagining my character just immediately saying, I told you we should have shot that thing!
I've never seen anything like it. It pulled itself out of the mirror when one of the workers, I didn't know him very well, I don't remember his name. I didn't know him too well, but he had just gotten done saying some crates aside. I was working near him, and I saw him look into the mirror, and I saw his eyes almost glaze over, and his reflection started to shift and change, and to something that looked just not human. Just not comprehensible. I don't know how to describe it. It had many eyes. It went from being this humanoid reflection to the arms started to turn like tentacles, and it reached for him through the mirror, it pulled him in, and then it stepped out, and his body on the other side stayed motionless. It was a blur. I turned around, I ran, I turned on the alarm, and all I could hear while I was running for the alarm, which was on the second floor. Horrible design.
You'd think that'd be closer to the...
You would imagine.
Uh.
With screams. All I heard was screams. The guards' quarters is in the second floor, so I grabbed the guards, and I didn't know how bad this would be, so I armed myself at one point. I've never swung a weapon in my life.
Would it have happened to have been a sword?
No, that the guards used the swords. I grabbed just a kitchen knife from the kitchen. I still have it, kind of. He reached into his pocket, where he, I guess in more of an unconscious daze, when he walked into the bedroom area, had put it away in a holster. You would see that the half of the knife is completely broken. So it's no longer a slashing weapon or a piercing weapon, that's for sure.
Wait! I can use mending!
You do need the other half.
Ah, shit!
I like where you're at. I like where you're at, but you do need
pieces.
the other half, yes.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I need some more, like, for cracks. Damn it.
I like where your mind's at, but you do need that. Oh.
Damn it.
I'm just gonna yoink that. No.
Yeah, no, you can if you want. Like, he's
No, Kimo would she'll go, I can take that. I actually can use broken tools and make them useful.
Better than me.
Yeah.
When I got down the hallway with the dagger in hand, there was already a plethora of bodies. It was consuming a lot of them, too. The guards were... I saw one of the guards being devoured by this creature. It was squid-like. But it's like it was choosing to shift between a humanoid form and whatever its actual monstrous form was. And then it saw me. And it saw Gunther. Gunther was slammed against the wall, dragged across it and dropped. It struck me in the process while doing that to him. I drove the dagger into its skin, it snapped. And then it threw me to the side to finish doing whatever it was going to do to Gunther. I stumbled in here and I felt myself black out.
Strange that it left you alive.
It's
Must have did it on
intelligent.
purpose.
I feel there might
I'm
be a
going
reason.
I'm going to put my hand mortar away and get out the Gatling gun.
So fair.
I have a solution. I have a big fuck you answer.
Like I said, I got a solution for this.
Dude. I have a solution.
The solution.
Jeez. That is the info he can give you.
Also, it's in a bag. I just pulled it out of like a purse. I have a bag of holding.
Hell yeah, that works.
There's absolutely no way is that fitting on you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hema. will sit there. You know, unless... No, that doesn't make sense. I don't... So it's a tentacle monster. Eldritch abomination, probably. Or cosmic horror. Probably. If it can shift.
One question. You did say you stabbed it, right?
Yeah.
Did it bleed?
It's... I think. But it wasn't crimson.
Well, either way, that means it's not immortal, and it's physical.
That would be true. It was very physical.
That means that means that this should be the perfect solution for this problem of yours.
If you want to fight it, I won't be of any help, but I wish you luck on it.
Why would it want you alive? I want to mention, that's really bothering Kima. That is really bothering her that it left him alive.
Oh yeah.
Ema, what are your thoughts? You're the one who's a bit more in tuned with the...
If I... Okay, so there's that genuine of, I don't want to... Y'all would hear her pause in the way of, you've asked her a question, she is very inclined to answer you. However, you can immediately tell she does not want to give her answer. Because this dude can hear her.
Should we get out of earshot?
I would also like to be honest in my thoughts. If this thing works like a certain species that I despise, because githyanki despise mind flayers to an astronomical level of racism.
Yes, correct.
Like, they
Which is fair,
despise
actually.
tentacle people.
Honestly, fair.
Which is also why I'm like, no, she'd have some ideas because she'd actually have a reason to look into it.
I could harbor
She
guess.
goes, if it works like the mind flares do, there's a chance you won't stay yourself. And in fact, there is a chance that either it was saving you to eat later, considering it was you remember it eating people, that means it's at least inclined to eat, whether for fun or for necessity. But there is a chance that it left you alive because you could have been converted into something else. Like the mind flayers do to create more of themselves with their little fucking leeches. Or whatever they're called.
Apples, I believe.
Is there... If that is the case, is there a way to do something about it?
Depends on what it is.
If it's... You dispelled the magic effect in his brain, right? So that's at least something. She's double checking. She's not that... She's got light magic connections, but not that much.
I'd say that it's also more than possible that the guy just wasn't conscious.
Yeah. Yeah, so she still raised you. There is still just the genuine chance it thought you were dead. Because you were bleeding from your shoulder and
Quite unconscious.
quite unmoving on the ground. So
Is Nova still able to detect the magic that was affecting his brain?
It is gone.
Okay.
So Amber did get rid of it completely. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Nova would be able to say, I can guarantee for a fact the magic itself is gone, but there might be something physical, but I'm not detecting anything.
Is anyone's warning items going off?
As of now, no.
Fucking mint.
Nova would honestly hit Chemo with the most. You'd be able to tell if it was going off. It would alert all of us.
Still good to ask. It might have left you alive on accident. Even the smartest monster can still make a mistake when it's committing a bloodbath. Considering, pardon the phrasing, the massacre that this room is.
It might have thought you were dead and walked away to kill the rest.
It had more than enough targets to worry about.
It's very possible. We have crew eyes. I mean, you can see the beds in here. And then we had 10 people working for the kitchen. And we had 15 guards. We had a person driving the ship. 3 engineers. We had, I think 10 other just overall faculty people that were just supposed to make sure the ship was just running as it was supposed to be, basically a kind of all-around jack-around people. They could do anything. Just basically just whatever the
basically.
captain. Yeah, basically. And then we had the right hand, and we had 3 supervisors, 1 for each floor.
Was there a doctor on board?
Normally, you don't need
Some kind
doctors.
of medical bay?
We had, I mean, this is a company. There was no need for a doctor because typically people don't attack cargo ships. Typically the guards just have medical training, so if something happens, they can patch themselves up or other people up. But, as you can see, might have been an oversight. A lot of companies don't like to spend money if they don't need to on things that they can declare aren't required.
Of course.
And medical isn't exactly something that most ships have.
No.
It's one of the reasons why I insisted on knowing healing myself.
One of the perks of the Leviathan, I suppose.
Fucking
Yes, your captain is also your healer.
Here you go. Bang. There you guys go. Fucking.
Oh, God. Gee.
Nice.
We are going to pause for 1 sec. We're back, everybody. Didn't even know we were here, huh?
What?
Didn't even know we were not here. We were not here. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. Next.
Yeah.
We were never not here.
Yeah, we were never not here to never not to be here.
So.
Anyway.
Hema has given her little hey, just a heads up, this guy might explode into a thrall or something. That's effectively she tried to say that in the most least horrifying way possible.
The least concerning way.
The least concerning way, but I feel like the rest of her crew that do know how she speaks when other people are around when she says you won't be yourself for long, she means exploding into a thrall or some sort of monster that is an underling.
Nova definitely picked up on that.
Because it's a githyanki. It's
Probably got-
like...
Yeah.
I imagine there's just like a expression to describe it across Ellie's face.
I want to mention, she has the like
concern.
Like line mouth, like, I really can't be too expressive when I say this. Because it's like her face is kind of blank, which it's like, okay, she doesn't seem too concerned about it. And her thoughts are very, calm about it. So it can't be that bad. No, it's literally like the part she's not sending is this guy might explode into a tentacle eyeball or something. I don't know. Like, she's just not sending that.
Should not worry about it. It's fine. We're just not gonna mention that bit.
I don't want to mention that to the guy who might explode.
I imagine this is Ellie's face. It's like a grimace.
Dude, it's the most looking back, like, yeah, Miss Githyanki? Yeah, this is what you're choosing to say?
Nova's expression is very much just schooled into a single, no, I am calm, I'm not going to react.
Apathy goblin. Experiments do wonders.
Oh yeah. Also, I for those who don't know, Acrid wrote down a crew count. I do really like that it says specifically. I did not realize the exact number because I didn't do the total. I just had what I had in mind. 69 crew members. I'm just gonna put that out there. Really good number.
Nice.
And I already said nice. So...
Yeah. But we did avoid the other number that is very close to 69. So even better.
I'm better than you, commenter.
Who?
That's right, get fucked. I come onto this channel one time and I start yelling at your viewers.
Damn. Better watch yourself, Reaper. I see you in the comments every day. Yeah. No.
Hey, we like Reaper.
No, Reaper's good. He's chill.
There we go.
So what you guys want to do from here is up to you and how you want to handle this situation, but you have gained quite a bit of information from this guy.
I think...
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll wait.
Oh, I was just going to say that it might be a good idea to try and move forward. I don't know how much time we're going to have to investigate everything.
Yeah, Kima would ask a question, to be also fair. She'd go, because I'm assuming for the helmets there'd be a small display that would tell them how much oxygen is left in the tank.
Yeah.
She would go, if you can, does your display for your oxygen still work?
Yes, it does.
Not you, Ellie. I know you're fine. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you're talking to the other guy. I apologize.
You're right. No, that's very valid, though.
That's a very, the technician who has the spare air tanks, by the way. She has 2 of them. She brought extra air tanks.
Mine's at 80%.
Yeah, he would look to you and just kind of go, right now, it looks like I have 30 minutes left.
Oh my god.
With air bubble, he has 24 hours.
Okay.
Does air bubble last 24 hours?
Yes.
Yep.
Is it a concentration?
Let me double check.
That might matter. That might really matter.
That's really gonna matter. I imagine we might get into combat. I don't exactly.
Oh, it doesn't.
Oh, damn.
It does not require concentration.
That is a
It
lifesaver.
just lasts 24 hours.
That's a
Well,
big lifesaver.
as long as this guy stays out of the way of anything, then he should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh no, straight up, unless you use Dispel Magic specifically on it,
Yeah.
it just stays. It doesn't go away.
It's just So weirdly enough, his fucking visor could shatter, and his face is just sitting there like, I've got pocket of air. I have a little bubble.
There'd just be glass in his face.
I'm shocked,
Nova
but he's
would
alive.
straight up just, even if his air tank runs out, I've used air bubble just in case. I didn't know how much air he had.
Right, smart. Okay.
So he's got more air than the lot of us combined.
No longer concerned.
She just looks at him and just, you could take your helmet off and you would be perfectly fine. I do not recommend it.
Yeah. At least I know
But-
I'm not on as much of a timer.
You're not on any kind of timer.
That's good.
I'd suggest staying here or finding. Well, there aren't too many places on this ship that look secure, but whatever it is, we're gonna try to take care of it.
Appreciated.
Somehow I don't think leaving him alone would be a good idea.
We do need
But
your
if we-
key card, so.
On
we might-
top of
taking-
that, he'd be able to help point us out to anybody that could be of importance.
I just worry about getting him into a fight.
If you want, I can tag along. I'll just stay near the back so I don't get in the way.
That would work.
That would probably be for the best.
I'm sure we could protect him.
If we get in a fight,
Yes.
do
Uh-huh.
not engage.
I will
I-
most likely hide. I
I
am
was gonna say,
completely unarmed.
I don't think we need to tell him not to fight.
I
All
would
due
I
have
just want
respect, he doesn't seem the combative.
If I wasn't cornered on a spaceship last time, when this happened, I would have just left and let the guards deal with it and been on my way.
I've seen more than my fair share of how do I say this? Wannabe heroes that will try to run into a situation they know nothing about and get themselves, well, usually shot or exploded or
Congratulations, you're not
Ah.
one of them.
Considering you're wanting to shoot a mirror that could potentially cause the bullet to ricochet, killing every single one of us.
well, I mean, I'd have it at an angle, of course. I know my backstops.
That would make the ricochet even more likely. You should know this.
It wouldn't ricochet towards us, and we'd probably just hit the walls and stop.
I'm sure it would do fine.
Regardless,
Hema would head over to one of the bodies,
Mhm.
and it is the most like blanketed apologies, this is a bit rude, but she's gonna check over the corpse.
That's fair.
Of course.
That's
It's
fair.
the most just it's the most like apologies, this is a bit rude. Grabs body, lifts it up in the most just fucking a mirror. I don't care. I don't. I need to see how fucked up you are.
Yeah.
I just give Yankee.
Yeah, so checking the body, you can roll me an investigation to see just how bad it is. If you're looking for specifically like more on the medical side of things, you can roll me a medicine check.
There is something specifically that Kima is going to look into because of her concern for anything ultra psychic-y. She's going to be checking more medicine because she's going to be looking for a specific type of injury.
Okay.
Other than strangulation or crushing or whatever. She's kind of looking to see if there's any point of entry around the spine area
Okay.
or the head. Like if there's anything that would have entered the person's body.
Okay.
Nova would also walk up to Kima and use guidance from Star Map. You have a D4 to add to it.
Heck
Fucking
yeah.
hooray. Because I'm at least wise. I might not be proficient, but I am wise.
Rah.
I think, I don't know.
I'm the wisdomed because I'm a fucking monk.
The big wisdom.
I've got wisdom, dex, and con. And I've got terrible everything else except strength.
I've got wisdom, dex, and int.
I've got
Everything
strength.
else is either 10 or 11.
I've got strength, dex, and constitution.
Heck yeah.
Pretty well.
Some
And
of my
intelligence
stats-
isn't bad either.
Hell yeah. Some of my stats are a bit higher, also because along with the array and the buffs from the level up thing, a lot of my feats give a +1 to a stat.
Of course, of course.
That wasn't intentional. I should say that. It was just like, yeah, these fit.
No, it happens. I get it. I get it. What'd you get?
So with the guidance +1,
Mm-hmm.
that's a 24
24. Okay.
in medicine.
So,
Good job.
looking into this, first of all, there's the obvious bits. There is strangulation. This one that you're
Yeah.
specifically looking, it looks like a big tentacle wrapped around the torso and crushed his ribs.
Ooh.
You can see, like, you check the spine, because that was one of the areas you mentioned, and you do not see any point of entry. You check the
Spine
neck.
or neck. Yeah.
You do not see a point of entry there. But I will mention this. You can see that underneath the vein of one of the arms, the right arm, something seems to be wriggling around.
Alright, yeah, no. So Kima, with near fucking zero fuck off hesitation, her hand starts to glow as she just fucking punches that area.
Yeah, roll to hit to see if you can break through essentially just the natural body's quote unquote armor to reach this creature.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be real. It is the most like, fucking no! I
Nah.
hate these things!
You're just punching the corpse.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be real. If they saw Kima, her eyes would have kind of become more slitted in the most like, motherfucker! I was right!
Nova just gives you a questioning look.
Yeah, as she essentially casts True Strike, which ignites her hand with radiancy
Heck yeah.
on top of her fucking punch. So, and she's punching directly where the wriggling is, so that's because it's her base unarmed strike, that is a 21 to hit.
So you break through, and you manage to punch into the arm as you would hear a crack. As you hit hard enough to where you snap the bone of the forearm. But you would see whatever was moving around has completely stopped, and you can see that the skin that was like this pale white starts to become a very dark, bruised red type of color. So whatever was in there, you definitely smashed it.
Nova, do you have a knife?
Always move.
Cut it out. That actually is a problem. Right there where I punched.
The
I have
medical
3
person
guns, but no knife.
slices open where they punch.
I have hands.
Alright.
Most-
So, slicing it open, you would see that there is a very smashed up creature. It is about, I'd say, half the size of your palm. It is opalescent, almost see-through. It has what probably had, from what you can tell by the smashed corpse, 2 eyes that were probably small and beady. And its body, from what you can distinguish, was shaped like that of a squid.
Nova just holds it up with the tip of the dagger and just... Any ideas?
Can I, as a githyanki, roll a monster-related history check?
Go for it. You can roll.
Or do I even need to roll?
I'll say this: you can roll either a history or a survival, because those will give you different answers.
Fuck.
History would be the outright memory of what the githyanki outright would have taught you when you lived amongst your people. And survival would be what you have learned through your own personal experiences and or what you may have learned from Yavina or Yanessa herself.
I will roll survival. And she might roll history after. It's really just think of like, if she herself can't piece anything from her own personal knowledge, then she'd be like, alright, gotta think back a minute.
I'm fine with that.
So that is a 20 in survival.
So with that, you can remember that there was talk over the time that you guys have been traveling, because before you got with the group that you're with now, with the Leviathan, you remember traveling a bit by yourself. For like a while, you would travel from planet to planet as a solo mercenary. You would take up these odd jobs. You can remember there was this one merchant you were escorting. And low merchant, not a lot of, didn't have a lot of money he could really offer. He was barely scraping by. He was only able to afford you and one other person for protection. And you can remember him talking about how there had been talk recently about a new creature starting to appear within the galaxy. This was about, I'd say, 4 years back. There were hints of what may have been an eldritch god beginning to enter the dimension. Specifically one known as Cthulhu. Being greeted in a unfriendly manner by some of the other eldritch gods and the gods themselves. He didn't take too kindly to it. So he took his leave. But, out of anger, he chose to leave something to keep an eye on the galaxy. As he created a monster known as the Space Kraken. The Space Kraken was populating. It was mentioned out of concern that one person, a survivor, who survived an encounter with the Space Kraken, remembered feeling some type of creature skittering under, almost swimming somehow through its body. That person the next day was reported dead. And a few days later, from that graveyard, that cemetery, a strange creature was reported. That creature being a baby Space Kraken.
Okay. So, Oh, Kima's about to mutilate so many corpses.
They can polymorph. Oh gosh.
Kima would sit there and she would go,
Can we check the
Um.
person that's alive?
yeah, so Kima's about to fucking explain this in her way.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's not in character. I don't know what the fuck Ellie's doing, but
Yeah. That's a fair one.
Chilling near
by the way.
dude. Yeah, as Kima, for Nova, that there's that slitted look that Kima gets whenever she's dealing with something that is hive-esque, kind of, that reminds her, that gives her a similar vibe to the mind flayers or anything connected to that, or just things that are like, no, fuck you, fucking, I die. Like, her brain goes into kill state. I'm not letting it live.
he's just like letting everyone know, or like, oh,
So, Kima, that slitted look just stays. First thing you notice from Kima. She would just sit there and she goes, that is a hatchling of a space kraken. I'm sorry, but do you feel like there's anything moving in your body?
I
Oh god.
I thought I. He kind of looks up to you. And you can see that the only thing that's keeping him together right now is that calm person. As you would see him just go, I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't think it would be relevant.
Question.
But, I felt movement in my shoulder a bit ago. Also, yes, what is the question?
Has calm emotions ended?
How long does
The
calm
1
emotions
minute
go?
spell.
It's less like a minute.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
shit's gone. Yeah. So it's more or less of like the effects are starting to wear away. You can start seeing that he is beginning to enter into that state of panic. But he will at least get that bit
He
out.
about to be calm as fuck. He's about to be calm as fuck in a second.
Oh god. Oh god. Kima.
Kima sits there and goes, there was reports when I was working alone about 4 years ago that there was a god that entered, an eldritch being. It got harassed so much that it left this dimension, but left a single space kraken. And similar to mind flayers and how they put a leech into a creature to turn them into a mind flayer, it uses people as a sort of gestation area for its hatchlings. The only report I know of is a man who felt like something was moving within him, and the next day he died. So, every single crew member we find, we're going to need to mutilate their bodies to get rid of that hatchling, and for you, we need to figure out where it is.
Right.
You said you felt it in your shoulder, yes?
It was my right shoulder.
Where the gaseous Kima's approaching.
Yeah.
Kima, hold on a second. Do you still feel it in your shoulder? Or has it moved?
I felt it moving my shoulder a bit ago, and then I think I felt it go a bit down towards my back. like the shoulder blade area.
Ema.
Kima literally is that light move forward of I'm about to sock the shit out of you, and it's gonna hurt.
Can we hold Kima back?
Like she has that genuine look of that apathy really coming out hard. She's like, no, I'll kill it. Just come here. It's only gonna hurt for a second.
I also do think that I heard something from Isa. I don't know if you were trying to say something.
No, I don't got anything to say right
Okay,
now.
I gotcha.
You might have heard me.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say, can I look at the other bodies, and if I can find the squid in them, I will
If you see movement,
pull out the
start
pistol
shooting.
and shoot them.
Yeah, sure.
I will point blank shoot them.
You can roll me investigations for this. Actually, you know what? I made him roll medicine last time, but like medicine was to determine like a lot of stuff. I say yeah, for this you can either roll medicine or investigation. Like you're.
I'm gonna do investigation because I have
Okay.
-1.
Yeah. That's so fair. But
That
also
is a 22.
okay, we will get right back to that because that is
I
a
Just
round
wanted
fire
to do
stuff.
something while
Yeah, no, that
A
is.
plot
That
was
is eight.
happening.
That is 18
valid.
bodies. Those
Um,
18 bodies. They're about to get mutilated.
Yes. While you
just going to
go
shoot each one.
get up and start beginning to check the bodies, the other two, you are approaching the poor man.
Yeah, I want to mention Kima has no intention of killing the guy.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not trying to kill you. I just don't want you to explode.
That's appreciated.
Dude, there's a reason she's not a medic. Her way of speaking to people is not comforting at all.
I'd rather not die.
Oh my god, there's just gunshots every once in a while.
Yeah, you say that, and you guys just hear a bang.
Bang! Got it!
It's
As
the one.
that's one of them. As you shot one squid hatchling that was just in like the stomach of a corpse. Oh,
Bro, dude,
Nova would like to try to deal with the squid hatchling without potentially killing this person by you punching him. Because he is very much still injured.
I mean,
yeah.
he'll probably live. He got healed.
Not for much.
Bang! It's just another one.
Just a background. Just was like, ha ha.
It's like every like 30 seconds to a minute or something.
So yeah, Chemo would want to. Well, one, it's the most just like, okay, we need to get your suit.
The suit's already damaged.
His suit's damaged, but do we have access to his back in the way we would need? Because we do need actually access to his skin, technically, to get that thing out of him.
I mean, yeah, he can like. So here's the thing, right? He is technically in a proper space suit, but since you have the air bubble, he could take it off temporarily so you can get to his back.
Yeah,
These are basically
Chemo-
zip-ups, so he would just have to unzip it
Yeah.
halfways and temporarily take off the helmet.
Yeah, Chemo would just. Okay, so you're going to be freezing, but we need access to your back.
I understand. If it means I don't die, I'll take it.
Yeah, yeah. You shouldn't die. We're gonna do what we can to make sure you don't explode.
Yeah.
I want to mention she has a 10 in charisma. This is the best you're gonna get from her.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nova's
My
not
turn.
much better.
Huh?
Nova's not much
I
better.
feel like that's why Nova's letting Kima talk at all. It hasn't just said shut the fuck up.
Is my character the most comforting one?
Probably.
Either that
Except
or
for the
Ace's character.
sorceress. So what's your charisma?
I mean, they're sorcerers. Imagine high.
Like a charisma, like say, like a just
No,
base.
what's your plus to charisma?
What's
What's
your
Amber's
charisma
plus?
stat?
It's a +5 out of 20 in charisma.
Okay, yeah. So Amber can look at the guy and be like, "He'll be fine," and he might just be gaslit.
Yeah, I'll try to calm him down. I'll be like, I'm sorry, my calming
What's
spell stopped on you. But I think we're gonna make this better. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna keep you safe, and it's gonna be okay. Everything's going to be okay.
You want to roll a persuasion check?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
My
I guess in this
+9
case,
in
I'm gonna give you an
persuasion. I hope
option.
it does something.
I'm gonna give you an
Wow,
option.
I
Okay?
rolled a 13, having a +9.
Oh my god.
All right.
I was gonna say you either could do persuasion or deception because you're kind of lying to this guy to a degree. But yeah, no, that's fair.
I'm just gonna imagine like after she says her last words, just another gunshot.
It's almost just like
yeah.
It's most like, we're gonna keep you safe. It's gonna be perfectly fine. Bang! Bang!
It is literally, he makes the same face of, I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if you know the streamer iShowSpeed, but he makes that face that that dude has done that has been very memed, where he just closes his eyes and accepts his fate. Like, yeah. Right.
No, another one.
Like, just okay.
Oh wait,
Yep,
I don't know
I'm
if there's
done.
sound. Oh wait, yeah, it is a vacuum. I don't know if
Yeah.
there'd be sound.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing this.
Yeah, there would be no sound. There would be no sound, but like he's still like you're still like in his eyesight, which is the thing. So you're still saying
Maybe
that.
it's like a shockwave.
And like yeah, there's still like the natural like vibration that's coming into play. And he's still seeing you walk around and shoot corpses. Like that's not changed.
I'm picturing like the dog meme of the dog just sitting there, like with his eyes closed, like, oh god.
Yeah. There is also just a natural light that comes from shooting a gun. So like he's got like Amber in front of him, like talking to him. He's got the githyanki in the you know the dock of like approaching from behind. And then he just sees from the corner of his eye a flash of light every 30 seconds because he's seeing his dead friends be shot.
All right, so like we might kill everything, but if we save this guy, we should still blow this ship up. Just saying. In case we miss one.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I feel so bad for this guy.
He's had it rough. He did not get paid enough for this. Oh.
So Nova would go to his back to help get the suit off enough.
Yeah.
She's going to try to find this thing.
Yeah, so you can roll me a medicine or an investigation.
They're the same modifier.
Okay.
17.
17. Okay. With that 17, you will begin looking around on its back, and you would see it has now started moving down, not to the spine yet, but it is making its way to the spine.
You might want to bite onto something. This is going to hurt.
He would.
So,
Yeah?
sorry, go ahead. You want to
I was just going to say he is going to kind of give you that nod and probably just grab what is essentially probably one of the blankets that is floating around, because you did kind of just fling the blanket off that corpse earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to bite onto that.
Yeah, so, Kima would just give a small motion of to Nova. She goes, "What's that smaller, super sharp knife called that medics use?"
The scalpel?
That, okay. She pulls out that metal rod
Okay.
She
Concerned.
like the super razor sharp knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, she picks up the metal rod, and Nova gets to watch as it starts to shift into just basically a long scalpel.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I'm destroying that metal rod that I picked up that I had a fist fight with and lost.
I
Um,
mean, Nova would have scalpels.
yeah, but I also just want to do this because this costs me nothing to do.
I'm still just shooting dead bodies.
To give you an idea on the level of utility Nova has as a character,
You mean Kima?
Kima, sorry, not my brain, please. Like Kima could grab Ellie's bullet casings and transform them into stuff.
Yep.
Like it's almost like, oh, we suddenly have caltrops. Like she just does shit. This is the normal for her.
Does it transform them back into regular bullets?
They only last a minute, so it's kind of like a thing of she doesn't turn them into bullets. She just turns them into something else because not enough time.
Yeah.
She also wants to make sure that you can actually reach the creature because scalpels typically don't have much range. So long-bladed scalpel, so you can stab the fucker and not cause too much harm to the dude's back.
Yeah.
So, random metal rod suddenly turns into big fuck you scalpel. And it's just goes, will this do?
Yes.
I want to mention, for this dude, in the corner of his eye, he sees her pick up a metal rod, put it behind him, and then hands it to the medic. As far as he knows, it's just the rod. He didn't actually get to see it transform.
No, I'm gonna be so real with you right now. He's looking back at Amber with that look of, God, please.
Wait, it's the fucking Danganronpa meme.
Oh God.
Yeah, you can see his elven ears kind of go back a bit, if you know what I'm saying. Because you know like how if you move the muscles in your forehead, your ears will go back a bit. He does that basically. It's that slight concerned shift of I'm gonna get okay.
Can Amber try to calm him again?
Yeah, go for it. What are you doing to calm him?
Please do not send him into a panic. Please
Persuasion.
don't.
That's a what?
Persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion. Yeah, you can do persuasion or deceit, either or, you know.
You can tell
Amber's
him
gonna
that...
be.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got 18 this time.
Okay, you got 18 this time. What are you doing to try and calm
I'm
this
gonna
guy?
rub his shoulder a little and say everything's gonna be okay if I can touch him.
Yeah, no. Okay, why'd you space it like that? Why'd you space it like that? He would just kind of like there's that okay, well, I mean, it's that look of she wouldn't lie to me, right?
Take some deep breaths.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
Kima in the background is like, Nova knows what she's doing. As far as he knows, Nova was handed a fucking rod.
Yeah, he is I'm gonna be honest. Before Amber started trying to calm him down, that breathing was a lot faster.
Nova would.
It will slow down. Yeah.
Nova would just kind of to reassure him, just hold the scalpel to the side and just. This is what I'm using. She turned it into a scalpel.
I thought you were going to hit me with a rod.
No, I'm going to carefully cut this out. That's why I'm saying this might hurt.
Okay. Right.
I'll
take that.
All right. Here we go.
You have like 30 seconds. Just came out in the back. Like, you have like 30 seconds before that turns to ash. And I don't think we want that in him when it turns to ash.
I'm using guidance on myself just in case.
Yep.
I'm assuming this is a medicine check.
This will be a medicine check, yes.
I can't. Okay.
Okay, that is a 26.
Yeah, you were able to very clearly, like, it was starting to make, like, its way, like, halfway down the back. It was starting to migrate more to the left, which would have been into the spine area. You're able to get to it before it can fully get to that area. Because if it started getting near the spine, it would become a way more difficult DC. Because that is a very sensitive area of the body. You would manage to very cleanly cut open, make an incision, and basically yank out by grabbing it by one of its tentacles the hatchling as it wriggles in your hand.
She would just, Kima, dispose of this, please.
Okay, so this little fucking shit gets fucking a right cross to send it across the fucking room.
Yeah, so
Like, the thing gets punched into atmosphere, like out of atmosphere type of just, fuck you.
I'll be real, it's one of those things where it's trying to swim away, it's trying to, and then Nova, you let go of it so you don't get your hand punched. And second, you let go. It is impact with fist. It does not get to try and swim away, and you just see a little splatter of blood enter the air.
Nova would then just work on stitching it up, just making sure the wound is closed.
Yeah. I will mention... Oh, I'm sorry, go for it.
And just to kind of make sure there's no, like, lasting damage, she's using Cure Wounds
Okay,
at a much higher level. So he gets healed for 40, which would
All
cover
right.
any damage she did by surgically removing this thing.
Jesus, you could have fucking punched, you could have fucking shot the guy and got it, healed him with that.
Yeah, no, so, like, because you didn't have to tear into him, he did take a bit of damage doing that, which is just, like, 2 damage. It's basically just, like, a d4, like, knife roll is what I did for that. So basically 38 instead of 40. But that still gets him up to basically near full health. So you would see, like, it's that thing of, like, obviously, at the end of the day, he's still technically physically hurt, but, like, at the same time, you've cured him, you have done what you can. There's a difference between just natural healing and just magical healing. At the very least, you know, he's not going to die in combat anytime soon if something happens.
Mechanically speaking, he's fine.
Yeah, exactly. You would see the, like, area that you had to cut into immediately mend. And something else that should be mentioned. You would start to understand what he meant by, like, the blood didn't really quite look like blood with these things. Because when the little hatchling was punched, because it's the first time you're actually going to see the proper blood, because it's not being killed on the inside of the person, it leaves a black blood. Like ink.
Neat.
Nova does genuinely feel a bit bad that she had to do that without any kind of anesthetic.
Yeah, it is what it is, though.
And she would just kind of mention that, like, normally I don't like doing these things without an anesthetic. But she kind of had no choice.
Kima does not say
It's
what
fine.
her thought was.
I appreciate you getting it out, at least. Hopefully you got it out.
It's
It
over
has
there
been
against the wall.
removed.
Appreciate it.
Just gonna.
It's the splatter against the wall. Now I'm gonna go beat up the rest of your crewmates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I've gotten through like at least half of them
You-
at this point.
Yeah, no, you've definitely gotten
If not
through
most
half
of
of
them.
them. Yeah, I'd say, like,
Good luck,
out
Eddie!
of the 26, I'd say you probably have gotten through, like, 18 of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, Kima would turn to go and do that, and then she see the gnome like viciously just blasting These things, it's the most just like, nah, she's got it.
Aw.
My companions may be a bit rough around the edges, but
Also, I'm using the pistol for this,
I-
just because I don't want to use the minigun or the fucking hand mortar.
Bruh.
I can tell at least that they mean well. I mean, a lot of people would
they're
have.
trying their best.
Most people would have seen the SOS signal shown up, seen this, and just walked away. So that by itself already says enough to me.
We're more of a mercenary.
That makes sense. Honestly, well, if
Things like this don't exactly scare us off.
well, the good thing is that if your group can actually handle this situation, whatever's going on, the company would technically be liable to owe you money because you technically worked for them without being asked. Legally, they have to. So, at least you're not doing a job for free.
Imagine I've gotten a one or two more at this point.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
be real. Kima's sitting there. Kima's like wondering, like, there's one moving here. Shoot it. Mo's like the next one, just speeding up the process.
Yeah,
I imagine it's a
yeah.
lot faster because you're helping to identify them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
the person who has the brain for spotting tiny movements under the skin.
Oh yeah.
Player, boom.
There. It's there. Like, Mo's just like, from it going from 30 seconds, it cuts down to like 12.
10.
like,
Nova is gonna check to make sure he's not got any other like serious injuries that need to be tended to.
Yeah, yeah. So while you continue to check, you can roll me a medicine check. While you check that, and while the other two are checking the beds, Amber. Hi.
That did not
Hello.
roll.
Would you like to
D&D
do me a
Beyond, what the
favor
fuck?
and roll me
Yeah.
a perception check?
Okay, my passive perception 17, by the way.
Okay, okay. I'm going to keep that in mind. This will just determine whether or not what type of outcome you're going to get for this. What'd you get?
Nine.
my passive
9?
is 20.
You got a 9?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying my own. Sorry.
I'm
I got an
gonna
11. I
re-roll
rolled an
that, Nits.
Good.
11.
Alright. I understand. Well, we're off through 17 then for that. And what did you get, Anya?
I'm gonna re-roll that because it literally flew across the screen and landed on a corner edge.
Yeah, no, reroll.
Bullshit.
D&D Beyond, fix your shit.
They really do need to.
That is a 28.
Okay.
Holy dicks.
You were able to thoroughly check him down. It looks like the only massive injury was that shoulder area. You can see there is an obscene amount of bruising, on him. He didn't get choked out around the neck area, but, it did look like as if at one point, most likely, his friend Gunther, most likely got involved in that fight because he was probably trying to get that thing to let him go, the elf you're talking to now. As you can see that there are like bruising marks around his stomach area where like the tentacle wrapped around. You do know that by looking at it and considering how dark the bruising is, there is a shot he could be working with some possible torso injury, but it is not a guarantee. It is kind of hard to tell just by, you know, an overall observation. Because, like, even just, like, poking at it, you could try to poke at it, see, like, how bad it's hurting, but honestly, with how bad the bruising is, he could be feeling the pain from either an injury or the bruising itself. So, trying to determine it would be a little hard right now.
Okay.
With that being said, yeah?
I'm gonna be real. The party would just hear Kima, as Amber's probably seeing whatever she's seeing right now.
Yeah.
They would just hear Kima go, "Wait, the other corpse." like,
Yeah.
it's the fastest. Wait, the corpse outside.
Yeah.
Nova's gonna leave
Oh.
Kima to do that and just
Um,
kind of. The rest of this is more or less just bruising.
Yeah. So what's Amber seeing?
Hey, Amber. You know, with the way you were facing, you could see the door you guys came through.
Oh no.
Oh god.
The lights have gone out.
Oh dear.
You are now... The hallway is now in complete and utter darkness. And you can see that the lights for this room that were on emergency are beginning to dim. It's slow, but it is beginning to slowly dim. Almost like as if whatever is slowly deactivating it is attempting to make it almost unnoticeable with how it's slowly dimming. Because your eyes would naturally adjust.
We need to move faster.
Someone have light.
I'm literally glowing.
Yeah.
I need someone to cast light on me so I can see. I don't know if githyanki have dark vision in your world, Nits.
If it doesn't say it
Ema
on the
has
sheet,
light.
then no.
Okay.
You guys, something on you I can cast light on, like that hook.
My bracer
Yeah.
would be good.
Okay, I'll cast light on your bracer.
Hell yeah.
It's a
I
cantrip,
do
so I
have-
don't gotta use spell slots.
I do have dark
Nice.
vision.
Okay, so you have dark vision. How far?
60 feet.
Okay, 60 feet. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
I also have dark vision of 60 feet, but I can also cast light, and again, I am fucking glowing.
Yeah.
I still feel
would
like there's
ask-
enough light to get rid of. I imagine the bodies are gone or have been dealt with now.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I was saying that because githyanki don't get dark vision naturally from base D&D, but I, in my world, give it to them because I think that doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, they're really just a different spacefaring race. I mean, there's a lot of races that don't get dark vision, in all honesty. So it's that thing of, like, if they say it doesn't, it's not my creation. I'm not gonna say... There's been other ones where I can sit there and actually go, like, yeah, no, I get why they don't have dark vision. Or they do. Those githyanki aren't supposed to be nocturnal. They are day people. Normally the ones that have dark vision are nocturnal, or there's some other reason, lore-wise, why they have it. As far as I know, the githyanki don't have a reason for why they actually would have the dark vision. So that's why I don't run them with the dark vision if they don't have it naturally from the character sheet.
I don't care enough about the natural lore to know.
It's fair. It's fair. I mean,
I'm just gonna blow off the smoke and just job well done.
how you guys want to go in through here is up to you guys. However, I will let you know one thing. Actually, two things.
I'm pulling out the Gatling gun again.
Amber,
Oh my god.
as
Yes.
you begin to cast light, and your eyes begin to adjust, and you also get the very dim lighting that barely reaches the edge of the door. You could swear you see just a bit of movement. In fact, you could also swear that the body that once sat there is no longer there.
Oh, fuck.
And
Oh my
sadly enough,
God.
we have run out of time for the one shot, and we will have to handle the rest of this in the next session.
The 2-shot.
It is a
It's gonna
two-shot,
be more like
baby.
it's gonna be a mini campaign because there ain't
Oh
no
God!
we're
Don't
getting
do
through
this
it
to
fast.
me! Don't do this to me!
Yeah,
God damn it!
You do
Don't
a
do this
mini.
to me.
You pulled a frostbite, bud.
Alright,
Good
fuck,
job, man.
fuck. No, this will
You
be a
pulled a
two-shot.
frostbite.
Just you watch.
No, it's gonna be a 5-shot.
Whoa.
I'm guessing 4 sessions.
I'm guessing 4-shot
What the
at best.
fuck? What the fuck?
On at the best case scenario, 4-shot.
We'll
I'm
see.
guessing 4 sessions.
We will see. We will see. But here's what I
Man,
can say.
frostbited.
If you want to find more of this later, keep an eye out. It's going to be out soon. I'm excited for this.
Hell yeah.
If you want to check out other one-shots, we'll have a link at the end of the video with the other one-shots. Go check them out. I've hosted 2 of them. This is the 3rd one I've hosted, and Acrid hosted 2 of them too. So go check those out. Those are good. If you want to go find some other stuff on the main channel, we have the Deadwood campaign going on right now, really good campaign, and we have the Roman Harbor campaign that happened in the past. If you want something really old, the like Lost Harbor, like OG, we got the freaking brothel campaign down there. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good night and bye bye, or I guess good day. It's kind of whatever, Bye.